One of the best rivalries in all of hockey, the Keystone State Battle between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. The big storyline in this one just got announced earlier today. Alex Bump for the Philadelphia Flyers making his season debut after 11 goals and 15 assists in 36 games played this season for Lehigh Valley in the AHL. Alex Bump is going to be making his debut, and according to sources, he will be on the first line at right wing. So we will see how that happens, see what he gets on there in his NHL debut. Big one here. A lot of implications on the line in the playoff picture. Appreciate all you guys being here for this one. The playoff implications for this one are as follows in the Metropolitan Division. Penguins are tied for second right now alongside the Islanders. They're tied for second at 75 points. As for the Flyers, they're on the outside looking in as things stand. They need a lot of help the rest of the way at 67 points. And the push potentially starts now after that loss last time out against the Mammoth, which snapped their 3-game winning streak. We're going to start a new streak here today. If you've never been to one of these streams before, how it works like this, fire on the chat, any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order that I see them. Vote in that poll. Who do you think wins one, Penguins or the Flyers? Oh, that sucks by your hockey team, JP. Oh, man. And there's nowhere to stream it? That's insane for the semifinals. That's insane. If you are a member, you can share us for the one teams with the emojis for the chat. We got the emojis for the Flyers and the Pens. Usually have 2 emojis for each team, but the Flyers have really only had 1 logo and 1 logo their entire lives, including alternates. So, figured 3 Penguins logos for this one. Welcome to the NHL bumper. Here we go. You cheer on the Pens goes to Gerard. Makes sense. Yeah, Malcolm against his 5-game suspension. Yep. My Rangers the most unfortunate stick breaks. Yep. Yeah, appreciate all you guys being here. This is the second of 3 streams we're doing. We did the High Point Asheville stream. And then after this is done, we're going to be live for the USA Great Britain game. It's going to redirect you automatically to that stream when the time comes. I did see that with Colby Wooden. I did see that with Zaire Franklin. I don't know what that's about. Zaire Franklin kind of sucks. Not sure why the Packers made a trade for him. If they're going to replace Quay Walker with Zaire Franklin, good luck to the Packers defense next year. You know, it's not good with Malkin. Other teams score 2 goals less than him. Man, that's rough. That is rough. Just imploded just like that. Yeah, I gotta get the center away in just a little bit. Appreciate all you guys being here for this one, as always. And the starting goalies for today, Vladar and Skinner. The Flyers and the Pens, respectively. Limited Life finally organized a bedroom after a game of the Cubby Baskets. Nice. Yeah, I gotta organize the place. Let me do that tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm gonna be able to do that. So, gonna get this one underway in just a little bit. Flyers in their white and orange signature uniforms. And you see Alex Bump. If you're watching the Flyers broadcast, Alex Bump making his debut. We are underway here. Let's get this game underway. 68% ride the Pens to win this one. Flyers going right to left. The Penguins and the Blacks, they're going left to right for the first period. And here we go in the neutral zone on the left side, trying to win the one for the Flyers. And poked away for the moment. Penguins trying to get into the attacking zone off the left side. And back up top to the point here for the Pens. Clifton fires a shot. That one deflected away. Couture tries to clear it off the right side. Wrapped around. Back to the right side here for the Pens. It's Lizotte. Lizotte fires it for the right circle. That shot saved. Near post. Saved on that one. It's Dewar. The first shot of the game goes to Dewar on the right circle. Which telecast I'm watching? I'm on the Flyers telecast right now. I'm on the Flyers one. They're smart people. All right, face off here. Dvorak taking this one for the Flyers. Looks like Novak taking this one for the Pens. Novak wins the face-off. Fires a shot. That one's wide. Behind it goes for Novak. Novak wraps it around. Back to the near side. Back to the left side. Now goes across the blue line and might be offside. Yeah, I was going to say he was offside on that one. He was offside. He was definitely offside. He went across the blue line. As that Walker Mr. Yeah. How's it going, Emily? Appreciate you tuning in for this one. Appreciate you being here, Em. Face off here, this time one with the Flyers in their defensive zone. Feeds it across the center ice. One touch pass, trying to get on the right side. Can't do it. Can't get a stick on that one. And now for the Pens, it's Carlson. Goes behind for icing. This Bump gets his first shift of the game. Bump wearing number 20. Some reports say he was going to wear number 90, but it's going to be number 20 for Bump. So, let's go Pens. We'll see what happens. Novak taking the face-off here for the Pens. In their own defensive zone, won by Pittsburgh. They'll wrap around from left to right. And taking it across on the blue line. Again, their first for the Flyers is York. York back in and past the center ice. Get there first as a Penguin in the attacking zone. Poked away for the moment. Staying with the Penguins, though. This will just dump it across. Easy save there for Vladar. But there was a whistle that blew beforehand. Might be offside. Last number so far. Thoughts on the Colts trade? I don't get what the Packers are doing. Nice you to finally do a game involving a team I'll die on the hill supporting. Yep, got a 100 jack for this one, so we're doing it. Colts trade. I don't know what they're doing. Zaire Franklin is not good. He was awful last year. I don't know what the Packers are doing. Good evening, coverage today. Oh, nice. All right, Flyers sticking it down across center ice now. Barkey across on the right side, trying to wrap it around right to left, but poked away for the moment. Staying with the Flyers, though, as he going to stick back on it. Sanheim, another stop at Shearer. Drake Evans and Webber classic him today. Apparently, he didn't get sacked during the game. That's the first time ever. Yeah, LIU going dancing for the first bit of the tournament. LIU is going dancing. 4 stoppages already, not even 90 seconds in. You had to decide what to do. This is a good one to pick. This is a really good one to pick. I love a good rivalry game like this. Brickell taking the face off for the Pens. Zegras taking the face off for the Flyers. Zegras have to reset. Tippett takes the face off now. And Penguins win. Novak wins the face off. And another stoppage here with 18:29. He was stripped up. Trevor has gone to the attacking zone. Yeah, USC. Yeah, good thing we didn't do that game. So 2-minute power play here coming up for the Penguins. Got tripped up. Ristolainen getting called for that one. He tripped up Chinakov. 2 minutes for slashing. Into the box early on. Penguins cooking nice. Bad for the Packers, good for the Colts. Yep. Oh, very good for the Colts. Extremely good for the Colts. Get something out of nothing. Why the heck not? So Penguins on the face-off here. Feel like people are lucky storming here in the Berg right now. Oh, man. Stay safe out there. Yeah, Risto. Yep, of course, it's Risto. Dvorak, York, Sanheim, and... looks like Couture on the ice here for the penalty kill for the Flyers. Won by the Pens. They'll get to the right circle, back up top by the point, but too much on that pass. Get a stick on that one was Couture to get out of the attacking zone, but Penguins still have it now with the neutral zone. Across from left to right here, Chinikov gives it off to the right circle for Rust. Rust dumps it off behind to Mantha. Mantha back up top of the point on the left side for Chinikov. Chinikov is poked away by the Flyers defense. Scanning at center ice is Karlsson now. He'll hold the play now in the defensive zone as the Flyers will make a line change early on the penalty kill. Backhanded pass, they'll get it across center ice here. It's Raquel. Raquel gets it off on the left side, wrapping around left to right. Here is Mantha. Mantha gives it off at the right circle for Rust. Rust, he's wedged into the boards there. Nice defense there by the Flyers. They try to get this one out as it's wedged. Sanheim getting a stick on that, goes back to Pittsburgh at the blue line on the right side. Backhand pass, Sam gets another touch on that one, but finds a Penguin player behind. And now the Flyers look to clear, and they will for the moment, but it's knocked down at center ice. Penguins get back on the attack. Again, Penguins number 6 in the power play this season. No shots here on this one. F1 starts tonight. Nice. Hit 8, not bad for early March. That's not bad at all for early March. That's great. Best Penguin all time, Lemieux, although Crosby, right now it's Crosby. Obviously, it's not playing today. But now wrapping around left to right. Back up top of the point. One touch pass on the right side of the right circle. We're going to fire into the high slot. No one there for the moment. Now dumps into low side. Back to the high slot. Shot in! Good one-touch movement there. Triangle passing, and it's Novak. Gets the scoring started for Pittsburgh. From the high slot. Philly was doing well in the power play on the penalty kill. But from the low one-touch pass to the high, and no one's on Novak. Assist there by Brazeau. And Novak one time from the high slot gets it by Vladar. Going glove side. And no one able to block that one, even though you had Andre out in front. Penguins up 1-0 to start. Shrewsbury, I'm leaning toward yes at this point. Yes, I'm leaning toward yes for Shrewsbury getting fired. Novak is 13th of the season. One of the best power play teams in all of hockey. They do it again. Pittsburgh up 1-0, 3 minutes in. Backhanded pass now to Achari. Achari dumps it off behind. Zegras gets there first. Zegras wraps around right to left. It goes for York. York gives it off on the left side. Gives it off to Grundstrom. Grundstrom trying to feed across. Get it behind net. But it's going to go behind for icing. Too much on that pass there for Tippett on the right side. Behind it goes. So icing on the play. Trying to feed Tippett there. It was phenomenal work on the power play by Pittsburgh. They're not getting any shots the first 90 seconds of that power play. Just great puck movement there. A lot of one-touch passes. Go from low to high. Messing with my friend who's a Ravens fan. Say, I'll give Evans 21 million to give him a £100. They just want to got the extension. Big South of Fishing? No, it sucks. Big South Fishing sucks. That'll be the kill shot to the Rangers. Would not shock me. There's a lot of kill shots to the Rangers right now. Face off here, won by Pittsburgh on the left side. One-time shot there on the pass. Save Gerard on the pass. Fed to Letang. Again, there now for the Flyers. Grundstrom taking it down the right side. Grundstrom. He's hitting to the boards down the left side. Philly's still nothing doing so far for Philly. Tippett. It goes back to the point on the right side. We'll dump it underneath. Takes a deflection. Finds Zegras. Zegras on the right side. Wedges the boards there from Letang. And poked away. Back to Pittsburgh. Then back to Philadelphia. As York, backhand pass to the low slot. Fires a shot. That one's in! One-time shot from the low slot. Feeds it from low to high. One time. And Tippett. First shot. First goal for the Flyers. We're all tied up at 1. Think Seattle gets tonight? They could. It's so hard to win ladder, though. It's so hard to win so many games in a row in ladder. Tippett! Getting that one. His 20th of the season. Third most goals on the team for the Flyers this year. Just going near post. A phenomenal feed across. From the low slot, Zegras gloved that one down and immediately off the glove. Fed it to the high slot on the far side. We got a game here. Duquesne was down 30 in the second half to Richmond, then won. Gotta love March. We're tied up at 1. Whew, 4 minutes in, we got a barn burner. Yeah, the other one's not played since 2024. Yep. Pittsburgh in their defensive zone. Shea. Across from the left side of the defensive zone to Clifton. Clifton taking it down. Now we'll give it across the blue line. By the right circle. Backhanded pass by the Blacks. By the right circle. Backhanded shot. That one saved. And looked like that was Chinikov on that shot. Fires another shot from the blue line. This one saved. Second chance. Putback saved. Standing on his head right now with a kick save. The far post there is Vladar. Back in the neutral zone, it goes for Shea on the right side. Backhanded pass by Shea. To feed across to the left side, trying to find Chinikov. Began there first for the Flyers is Sanheim. Sanheim gives it off underneath on the left side. Michkov. Back to the low slot on the left side. Fires it across. Now holds the play from the right circle. Resets by the point here. Wrapping around back to the point. One-time shot. That one off the post. Off the woodwork. Juleson. Just missed off the woodwork. Staying with the Flyers though at the point. Shot there goes wide. Staying with Philly for the moment. In their attacking zone and now getting there for the Penguins is Brozo. Best submitter. You're not. Yep, I love it. Yeah, rough time for Orlando City. Oof. Yep. Yeah, that's a bad way to start the year. Though everyone makes the playoffs. Oh, it's still plenty of time. Up top, one-time shot here for the blue line on the right side. York goes wide. Underneath getting the rebound though for the Flyers, but then hit to the boards there by Shea. And Pittsburgh will look to clear. They'll take it down. Going across into the attacking zone. Coming out of the trap to make the play. And clear that for the moment is Vladar. It goes wrapped around left to right. Back to Pittsburgh. Backhanded pass. Chinikov. And he loses the handle on that one. Going down the ice now for the Flyers is York. York taking it himself. Now will dump it off on the right side. Dumps it behind. Getting that first for the Pens is Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon on the right side in his defensive zone. Will get across the blue line. Get a center ice. One touch wrestled by Achari. And it's gloved down by Vladar. 6 minutes gone this one. It's already 1-1. Yeah, hit him with Dave Channel. Oh, man. Yeah, Purdue's not playing well as of late. If this is a Michigan State game, they've been falling apart. The perhaps could be J.J. Dines and Papa Murphy's. Oh, they'd be very disappointed. Who should go for Lindy? Ooh, Raiders and Lions. Well, Lions, I'll be all over with as the Lions. If you have the money. I mean, a valuable center is huge. I would be all over him. Raiders, I'm not sure he go the Raiders. Unless he wants the money. But if I'm the Raiders, I mean, that's the number one destination. Bulk up the offensive line. Protect Mendoza as best you can. In the defensive zone now for Pittsburgh. Wotherspoon across on the right side, trying to feed Novak. Novak goes into the boards on the right side now across from the attacking zone. Lazard trying to win that one. He's wedged up. Flyers get it. And they'll take it across down the left side, across center ice. Couture tries to feed across left to right, across the blue line for Abels. But again, the first is Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon will dump it underneath his own net. And Pens will take it down. 6.5 gone. This one backhanded pass down the left side now for the Pens. Getting it across center ice. Lazat tries. Fire a shot, and that one goes behind. 6.5 gone in this one. Your third period just starting your hockey? Fingers crossed. Yeah, LA becomes the first team to automatically qualify. Because of the Mercyhurst thing. You really should be only 2 years. 4 years is a lot. I get the transition rule. I have no problem with it, but it needs to be 2 years. It needs to be 2 years, not 4. And appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what we see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out on the channel. So we try to grow this community more. We got over 50 in the chat. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. We're going to be live for the World Baseball Classic later tonight between the USA and Great Britain. So I'll be on the call for that one when the time comes. Should have a new video dropping tomorrow if all goes according to plan. Go back to the 70s on this one with an NFL draft story. The Bears would be the number one spot, but then they trade for Sarah. Yeah, Bears were the clear-cut number one spot until the Bradbury trade. Clear-cut number one. And then some plans changed in that. And some plans really changed. You can't side with Sarah. Tie for the last double bye in the Big 12. Yeah, I think right now, the 1 seeds are decided. I don't see how Florida doesn't get a 1. Unless they just get massively upset in the tournament. They just got to make it to the final. Florida just has to make it to the final because we know that Sunday games don't matter. How many bag groceries? I'd say every other week. Depends on it depends on what happens with the Instacart order. Whether how much they get or what they have, but usually every other week. Try not to go more than 3 times a month. And then after that, I'm streaming the Seattle game. Maybe. My voice would be shot. Yeah, High Point Winthrop tomorrow for the Big South Championship to the shock of absolutely no one. Presby made it interesting up down the stretch, but High Point Winthrop, again, I'm going to lose my mind during that stream, as you can probably imagine. I'm terrified. Martin's also on a walk-up single. There you go. I'm going to lose my mind during that one. So, that'll be fun. That should be a grand old time. Not looking forward to that. All right, face off here. Zegras taking this one, as is for the Pens. Kindle. Won by the Flyers, taking it down the right side, across center ice, backhand pass it goes, now across center ice here for Zegras. He'll fire a shot, that one goes wide, rebound the play, falls for the Flyers, tries a shot off the side of the net, back to Pittsburgh. And now back to Philly in the neutral zone on the left side. It's Sanheim. Sanheim gives it off on the left side, trying to hit. I believe it's Obels on that one. Goes behind as Pittsburgh clears for the moment. Pittsburgh gets it back at center ice. On the left side, wrapping around now, Letang. Letang wraps it around left to right. Again, the first for the Flyers for the moment is Ristolainen. Ristolainen wedges his man into the boards. Puck still loose. Now going back to Pittsburgh. Koivunen. Koivunen gives it off across to the blue line. Wrapping around again, trying to left to right here is Achari. Achari behind for Koivunen. And Koivunen loses the handle back to the Flyers in the neutral zone. Back to Pittsburgh, though. It's just wrapping around there. Across the blue line, Koivunen might be offside on that with 12:36. D-back season tickets? Yes, I have season tickets this year. For the 4th straight year. Yeah, Ozzy Albies' first walk-off homer. That was the first walk-off homer in Wobusville Classic history? Oh, my God. And that was the call for it. To take the lead. God. That is an atrocious call. Talk about not meeting the moment. How do you not know that was like a walk-off home run? That was an insanely bad call. You thank God they're not your number one team. All right, face off here, won by Philly. Across the blue line on the left side. Now the right. Fires a shot. That one goes wide. On the left side now, York. York trying to dump it off to his man. Can't do so. It's Bump. That was his first shot. Went wide. Again, Bump wearing the number 20, making his debut from Lehigh Valley. Bump on the right side. Tries to fire it, but poked away at the right circle. And Pittsburgh will clear their lines and will go behind for icing with 12:08. Okay, go with you to what? Go with you to what? Oh, D-Max Sims? Yeah, I got about 40 games a year. And MLB player since named Will Smith has won every World Series since 2020. Hopefully it doesn't happen this year. Unless it gets straight to the D-backs. Messi got a goal. Not surprised with that. Northwestern, Oregon, Maryland, Penn State are bottom 4. Yeah, Oregon and Penn State in particular suck this year. Pittsburgh gets it across center ice. And now down the left side here, it's Rust. Rust will wrap it around left to right. By the right circle now goes for Raquel. Raquel loses the handle on that one. Poked away by the Flyers. I'll take it down the right side across center ice. Trying to feed it there to Cates. Cates into the boards. Hit there with Clifton. Still wedged up on the right side. Pittsburgh looks to clear down the right side. Can't do it. Philly keeps in the attacking zone. Goes on the left side by the blue line. Andre. He'll give it off at the left circle. Wrapping around behind left to right. Again, their first for the Penguins is Rust. Rust into the boards. Hit there by Cates. Staying with Philly for the moment, but can't get it to the right circle on that pass. Went through the legs of Barkey. And back to Pittsburgh. Sparky looks to chase that one down. But again, there for Pittsburgh. They'll hold it underneath. Now they'll take it down here. Down the left side here. Brozo across into the high slot. No one's there. Sanheim gets there first for the Flyers. Sanheim will wrap it around right to left. Trying to clear the play. Penguins get their first wedge into the boards is Novak. Novak trying to give it off to Brozo, and Philly gets their first off the boards on the right side. One-time pass to Couture, but Couture is too far out in front for Couture. Goes back to Pittsburgh. And now across on the blue line, Dewar. Excuse me, Mantha, I should say. Mantha, not Dewar on that one. Stoppage of 10:48. Nobody days from the third. Oh, man. Wait, really? A block away from your school? Oh, man. I don't know, Penn State? I don't live in Pittsburgh. I do not live in Pittsburgh. I live in Arizona. Another power play here coming up. So I'll get slashing on that one. Koivunen Or excuse me. Glending, I should say. I do not have him on my depth chart. Glending, I do not have my depth chart, but Glending didn't call for that one. But starts a shot on the right circle. You gotta try to get more sense games. Absolutely. Absolutely. Hopefully we can. 9 out of 10 pens to wrestle make the semis mad. I'm so good at wrestling every year. And that one-time shot from the right circle, that one saved. Last time on the power play, they got a goal. Pittsburgh trying to make it 2 for 2 here. Face off here, won by the Pens. Give me the attacking zone on the right side here. Pens Carlson. Carlson backhanded pass, Rust. Can't find his man. Flyers look to clear for the moment. They cannot do so. Skatori can't get a good stick on that one. Back to Pittsburgh in their defensive zone. They'll hold the play here with 140 on the power play. Taking it down the left side here is Carlson. Carlson. Raquel. Across center ice. Back on the left side now for Mantha. Mantha. Back up top of the blue line. Back to Mantha. One-time pass to the left circle. Looking to feed it underneath. Not going to do it. Now going to go underneath. Ramming around the right side. One-time pass underneath. Back to the right side. It goes from the right circle. Looking to feed to the low slot. Trying to hit Raquel on that one. The Flyers get a stick on that one. They clear their lines with 1:15. Yeah, another penalty. Yep. Yeah, I would say come to a Penguins game against the Yotes, but we don't have a hockey team anymore. We don't have a team. Carlson. Kindle. Flyers get a stick on that one now on the left side. Clears their lines on the left side. Juleson. Able to clear. Behind it goes with 50 seconds on the power play. Letang. Now stop at you with 9:39. You Penn State face Rutgers tomorrow? Jeez. I think Rutgers wins that one. They play well against Michigan State. Played very well in that one. Face off here in Philly's attacking zone. Again, they're shorthanded right now. Potential shorthand opportunity here if you can win the face-off. Penn State hiring former Nuggets GMs to install into roster management. Yeah, try something. Gotta try anything at this point. Should have a team either. It's the last place you should have a ring. There's a hockey culture in Arizona. They just botched the whole thing, but there's a hockey culture in Arizona. On the left side here is the Penguins from the face-off. Koivunen. Koivunen poked away by Couture. Good poke away there by Couture. Slows down the attack. Pittsburgh resets to their own defensive zone. Chinikov. Crossing the right side, center ice, wrapping around right to left. Again, they're first for the Flyers. Getting a handle on that one is Juleson. Can't get a good handle on that one, though. Back to Chinikov. From the right circle now, dumps it behind on the left side. Across on the right side behind for Novak. Novak slips after giving it off. Well, that was Koivunen who slipped on that one after, again, the pass from Novak. And that will stop the power play. So Philly successfully kills that one. Pittsburgh doesn't even get shot on the power play. Casey Pizza? I've never had that. Backhanded pass it goes. Drysdale gets a stick on that. Then wedges the boards back to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh dominating time possession right now. They're dominating their handle on the puck. Feeds it behind left to right. Getting out of the Trapezoid to get there. For the moment, Vladari gives it off to Drysdale. Drysdale, big hit into the boards. Spitzer keeps in the attacking zone on the right side. Lizotte, back to the blue line. One-time shot. That one deflected and wide. Trying to feed into the low slot there on that pass. Trying to hit Dewar, I believe, on that one. It was Dewar. And back to the right side. Dewar, it's not a good pass to him. Stays with Pittsburgh, though, but they have to reset. Goes behind the blue line. Wotherspoon loose the handle. That one. Flyers a chance here on the breakaway. And glove save. Zegras had a chance off of nothing on a breakaway. A 4-3 now. Wow. Jersey, they're wearing the, Pittsburgh's going black with the yellow numbering. Zegras off of nothing. Poor puck handling there by the Pens. Wotherspoon just lost control on that one. Zegras taking it himself, but then saved there by Skinner. Pats fan, Barmore, Douglas, 26 first, 27 second for Carter and Brown. Well, Barmore might be in jail. Pop Douglas, no. And then, no, that's a terrible trade. Because I have, yeah, that's probably a good guess. Next 4 streams, I have no idea. Well, next 4, we're doing World Baseball Classic. We're doing High Point Winthrop tomorrow. And I gotta check the conference tournament schedule after that. So we'll do High Point Winthrop tomorrow. Let me check the schedule. Yeah, that game is going to take the life out of me. So if I'm alive after that game, I'll tell you what we're doing. If I'm, for whatever reason, alive after that game, we'll be live for 7:34 left. All right, still time. High Point rant. Aquino has to stay out of foul trouble. The only chance High Point has against Winthrop is got to stay out of foul trouble. And Housen's got to hit his shots. He had some wide open looks. I think High Point played better today. Actually, I think High Point played way better today than did against Gardner-Webb. Gardner-Webb, they were kind of going through the motions. I think they played way better today. Just got to stay out of foul trouble. Like, you play like that, I think we're going to win. You play like that today. But problem is that you got to step down, come down low. Singari put in a heck of a shift defensively, down low. We got to have Aquino good to go. Duncan didn't play a lot against Presby, so he's going to be well rested, but obviously with the foot injury, you never know. Bears directly through 20 and baited the cards for 3. That would be the worst trade in the history of trades. That'd be the worst trade of all time. I would laugh so hard if that happened. You have to check what we're doing tomorrow. I have no clue. Couldn't tell you yet. Maybe Michigan State, Michigan at 3:30? Maybe? I'm not sure. One-time shot from the left circle as we're backing away off the face-off by the Flyers. That one blocked. Just 2 shots for the Flyers so far, but it's all not up at 1. Sanheim wraps around left to right. Again, the first for the Pens, though, is Raquel. Raquel tries to get a stick on that one and gives it up behind for Shea. Shea into the boards. Hit there with Michkov. It's wedged up there. Finds Cates. Cates back to Michkov. Michkov backhanded pass on the left side by the left circle. Fires a shot. Goes wide. It's put back. And Cates can't get a good stick on that one. Pens look to clear their lines. Clifton can't do it. Back to the blue line it goes for Philly. Sanheim. Now across on the right side. Cates. Underneath Cates. Trying to give it off at the low slot on the right side, but can't do it. Achari gets there first for Pittsburgh. My Tennessee say Moorhead safe for the OVC title in 2 hours. Yep, and I'll have a game on the background. Yeah, not enough shots attempted now. Although they were on the penalty kill for like 4 minutes so far. So it's early, but they're not getting possession at all so far. Down the right here, Novak off the boards on the right side. Line change made for the Flyers, and they'll get back in their defensive zone. Trying to wrap it around right to left, goes behind here. Wotherspoon gets there first for the Pens. He takes a shot to the boards. Can't clear his lines. York gets there first. York gives it off on the right side underneath for Grebenkin. Grebenkin wedged up there. Pittsburgh gets it back. It's Carlson. Carlson gives it off on the left side by the blue line Dewar. Across on the right side. And now in the neutral zone, Pittsburgh clears their lines for the moment. Now in their defensive zone, Carlson holding on the left side. Let's make a line change here. Carlson going to take things down for the moment. Carlson, cross center ice, gives it off on the left side of Mantha. Mantha wraps it around left to right. Getting there for the Flyers. Getting there first is Glendening. Glendening goes into the boards. Pittsburgh tries a shot for Glendening. Can't clear it. And glove save. One time from the right circle by Bruzzo. And Glending's had a bit of a rough game today. Couldn't get the clearance there. Was he dragged down? Hang on a second. He was dragged down. That's why he couldn't get the clearance. Brazo's going to be tripping. So Flyers on the power play. That's why he couldn't get the clearance. So Flyers first chance on the power play today. 5-3 now. Oh, man. Yeah, not calling timeouts. Yep, the Roy Williams special. Yeah, congrats on High Point. That was a close one for them. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to do it. The officiating was not great. Aquino was in foul trouble. But you know, Aquino being in foul trouble was not the worst thing because now he's well rested for tomorrow. On the power play here, Pittsburgh wins the face-off. They'll wrap it around, trying to clear their lines, and they do. As Philly able to keep it in front of the blue line on the right side. Philly, the worst team on the power play this season. Pittsburgh, the second best team on the penalty kill. Some minutes to give here. You have thoughts on the Crosby trade? I like it for both sides. Ravens are win now mode, get a premium player. And Raiders, he doesn't fit the timeline. I like the trade for both sides. A lot of draft capital. Barkey, Zegras now. Zegras, big hit into the boards there by Clifton. The Flyers maintain possession on the left side. Up top of the blue line it goes. Fires back to the left circle. Zegras gets back up. Zegras on the left circle. Zegras underneath in the low slot. Poked away. Had a chance in the low slot. Was Tippett. But then couldn't get a good stick on that one after getting in the low slot. Grimby got him cheap, yeah. Franklin, I don't think is that good. And he called out a lot of his teammates, and for no reason. I think Franklin's a bit of a cancer at this point. I like the trade for Indy, actually. In the attacking zone now, the Flyers bump back to the blue line on the right side. Underneath on the right side, back to the right circle, resets the play at the point. York to the right side, the blue line. Back to York on the left side. York fakes a shot, now fires a shot. Easy block there. So Lazat got, someone got out in front of that one. I think it was Lazat who got out in front of that one. No power on that one. Tries to bump across blue line to blue line. It's going to go behind. Pittsburgh looks to clear, can't do a bump, gets a good stick on that one. Bump chasing that one down. Trying to beat Letang, and he does for the moment. Gets it back on the right side. Feeds it across on the left side now for York. York up top by the point. Goes for Sanheim. Sanheim across the bump. Bump on the right side. Looking for his first goal. Can't get it. That one away. And Cates can't get the rebound. Line change for the Flyers to 10 on the power play. Yeah, that's looking dire. Let's say I need to retreat. And there's no chance it's going to happen, Dexy. There's no chance. Especially not for that package. Not with Barmore and Pop. No chance. Couture chasing that one down the left side. It goes. Backhand pass to the slot. Lennoning. Can't find anyone in the low slot on that pass. Back to full strength. Pittsburgh again, number 2 on the penalty kill this season. They do it again. Dewar wraps around right to left. Or left to right, I should say. Again, there for the Flyers. Underneath is Ristolainen. Ristolainen across the left side. Taking it down is Andre. Andre across to Ristolainen. Ristolainen as they make a line change here. Down the right side on the boards. But poor pass. Shea gets a stick on that one and goes behind Pittsburgh's net. With Clifton now. Clifton gives it off to Shea. Shea across the blue line in the attacking zone. Feeds to the right circle. Gets it back on the right circle. Trying to chase it down. It's Chikhanov. Chikhanov can't get a steal on that one. Back to the right circle. Chikhanov deflected and saved. Shot from the right circle. Deflected by Chikhanov. And off the deflection of Vladar, able to make the save. To keep a knot up at 1. The cross trade is really good. Where's Brown go? Nowhere. I think the Patriots, it would have been the Patriots if it wasn't for the offer of a first and a third. I mean, I think the Pats had a pretty good offer for A.J. Brown. They said no, so I think A.J. Brown's staying in Philly. They want a high price. Queens is plus 124. I like Queens in that one. Actually, Queens straight up. Surprised it's not treason. So am I. So am I. A 3.5 to go in the first. I'm pretty sure I'll get started. If you like what you see, hit the like button, subscribe to the subside, ton the channel to try to grow this community even more. We do have the emojis in the chat for the Flyers and the Pens. Thoughts on St. Louis? They're in the tournament. The real question is VCU. That's the real question. It's VCU. Can they steal a bit? But St. Louis is in. Probably will be an 8 seed. I try and force his way out. Yeah, good luck with that. Is there one with Trey Carter? Yeah, I think Carter's available. I think Jalen Carter's a bit of a hothead. I think he's available. All reports say Carter is available on a trade at the right price. Brown, I don't know about that. I don't know about A.J. Brown. And 3:39 to go in the first. Appreciate Doug has tuned in. 1-1 your score. Scouts by 1 minutes to go. You got the Florida game on. They're up by 10 right now. Kentucky trying to hold on. If they can hold on. I figure they're going to be a 1. That would give me more choice? Yeah, it's not even close. Yeah, that was a lock. Yeah, Brown to Cleveland for Myles Garrett. That'd be an insane trade. This is Sven Shahid. I'd say the Patriots. Patriots are going to go after every big free agent receiver. If they can't get Pierce, they'll try Shahid. Yeah, Brown's wide receiver 2 or 3. Yeah, I think a lot of teams want Brown. Be a good fit for the Colts. Take it down the left side now across. Brazeau. Into the boards on the left side. Trying to win that one is York and Sanheim. Excuse me, just Sanheim. Sanheim and Hathaway trying to win that one. Still wedge on the left side. Back to Pittsburgh on the blue line left side. Carlson across on the right side. Fires a shot. That one blocked. The putback is saved from the right circle. Flyers look to clear. Risky pass to the low slot. That does find a flyer. Or major pause for that one, yep. Major pause there. On the left circle, intercepted. Michkov gets in front of that pass there for Bruzzo, but can't get a good shot off. Actually changed the numbers on the shot. Just one shot for the Flyers, apparently. 2 years, $24 million good for Shahid. That's an underpay. There's no way he signs for $12 million a year. There's no chance he signs for $12 million a year. He's way better than that. Yeah, St. Louis got the former George Washington winner in the quarters. He gets the Duquesne winner. Yeah, it should be St. Louis. You would think St. Louis VCU for that. It'd be $24 million a year. I think it's gonna be more than that too. I'm guessing it's gonna be like $27 million a year. It is terrible there. Yep. No kids. Just get the NHL team. Oh man. On the right side here, Hayes underneath it goes back in the low slot. Poked away on the backhanded attempt there by Girard. Underneath for Koivunen. Koivunen tries to feed it down to Kindle. But Cates gets in front of that one, wedged up. Philly trying to clear their lines, can't do it. Back to Pittsburgh, back to the blue line on the right side. Spin around here is Girard. Girard keeps it in front. Dumps it underneath. Backhanded pass, back to the high slot. Backhanded pass again. Can't do the one-time shot as he's falling down. Easy save there for Vladar. Good idea there by Pittsburgh. Just tripped up on that play on the one shot. Yeah, try 2 years 30. Yeah, it's going to be a lot. Yeah, 2 will have sink game all over. Yeah. Heck of a run for your hockey team, though. Heck of a run for your hockey team. We got a fight breaking out. Hang on a second. We got a fight breaking out underneath. It's Drysdale and Hayes getting into it. Behind Philly's goal. And then Cates get into it as well. Drysdale and Hayes, and you figure they're going to go into the box. Refs break it up quickly. So I can't really say there's a winner on the fight. It takes maybe Bronco. I don't know about that. We got to see where he is first before he goes to jail or whatnot. But a fight breaking out on the hit by Hayes. Hayes taking York into the boards. Drysdale took offense to that hit. It was a clean hit. But Drysdale took offense to that and decided to destroy Hayes afterwards. You know, it's funny. I don't think Hayes actually did anything in this fight. I'm not sure Hayes delivered a punch back. Or no, Hayes was the first one to punch, actually. Then Drysdale finished him off. So, both going into the box. Hayes and Drysdale. They'll have some time to think about that. And should I take by 2 with 0.3 to go? Oh, man. Yeah, Pierce is going to inflate the market. I think in a bad way, too. I think Pierce would be a massive overpay. Yeah, Campbell and Drex are early situations on the CA second round. Drysdale's going into the tunnel. Drysdale is going into the tunnel here. He get ejected? Did Drysdale get ejected? Are they okay? They might have changed the call. No penalty. No penalty. Still even strength. So what I can tell, looks like it's still even strength. You know, it's on the power. Oh, now it is a power play. So they call a major on that one. Drysdale and Hayes 5 for fighting. I'm not sure what the power play is. They both got 5 for fighting. And then Drysdale roughing. Okay, roughing. 2 minutes for roughing. So Drysdale got 2 for roughing. 2 years, 34, 24 guaranteed. I think it's going to be a bit more than that. Christian Kirk got more than that, and that was years ago. So 2 for roughing. 3rd power play here for Pittsburgh. You only have 1 shot on the power play so far. Granted, that 1 shot was a goal. Behind it goes. Pittsburgh trying to keep in the attacking zone. Raquel can't get there. Back of the blue line it goes, but can't keep it in front of the blue line. Poor handle there by Carlson. Trying to keep that one in front. Taz only 17-12 for early on in that one in the night session. I want Hofstra to do it. Who Kirk? Christian Kirk. I thought he was going to slip up and do like Stephen A. From the right circle, back to the point it goes. Carlson fires a shot from the point. That one blocked. Glendening got in front on that one. Now on the right side, 10 seconds to go in the period. So on the right side, backhanded pass by Mantha. Mantha by the blue line. Back to Mantha on the right circle. Mantha backhanded pass. Carlson got a fire from the left circle. 2-1. I don't think they recognize the clock. They don't recognize how much time is on the clock. Bryce Harper Hall of Fame? Yes, easily. Bryce Harper is easily first ballot Hall of Fame. 40 on the power play when we get back. So we're at the end of 1. And Drysdale was 2 for roughing. Just 1 shot for the Flyers that period. And we're all knotted up at 1. Put a poll up who wins this one. We'll do a modified OT, because why the heck not? Do a modified OT. So any audio for 2? Do a modified version of it. Where Hauser gets the William Mary Elon winner. Modified OT? Just audio. Just audio. Hey, so we got intermission right now. I got like 20 minutes for intermission, so. Yeah, Roman Dobbs is going to get 18 mil a year minimum. The God that failed, all right. The team from Pennsylvania wins. Yep, I think you're right on that one. With the 2 Fishermen, empty netter. Oh, yeah, it's over. It's over for your team, unfortunately. Heck of a season, though. That's a rough way to do it. All right, the God that failed. And my friend of misery. All right, we'll do that. Appreciate you, man. Wisconsin beats Purdue. Yeah, Purdue's on a big-time funk right now. Yeah, Wisconsin can make some noise. Playing Bears of late. Got some upsets. Air Force are relegated to T2. They need a lot of help. They're one of the worst teams in D1. I like that riff. The riffs on this album are really, really good. Wisconsin overtakes Purdue in the standings. What a fall from grace for Purdue. What a fall from grace. Yeah, Shaheen at minimum is going to get... I think he's going to get minimum like 18 a year. The market's going to be inflated this year. The market is going to be very much inflated. So have to remember with the market this year. Not a lot of great receivers in free agency. Yeah, so glad I think it makes sense. Rip me out way too soon. Ah, that sucks, JP. Right, don't want to play the betting war. Nope. Yeah, Logan Paul. Yeah, he like backed out of certain fights too. He backed out of certain fights too. He's a fraud. You know what I'm supposed to? In fact, yeah, Nevada's making it. I don't see anyone outside of right now. Utah State's the only one I'm confident making it in the Mountain West. I don't know anyone else that's making it right now. All right, next to My Friend in Misery. This album's by far their best so far. I'm enjoying this one a lot. Yeah, I'm sure they're making the NIT, yeah. I mean, they could go CIT if they want. If they want to play in that, or CBI. They could still be overdubs, potentially. The Senate bill to amend the broadcasting, I would not change a thing about it. I think right now, I think the NFL will get too big. We would destroy high school and college sports. I don't want to amend the act. Anyway, I think the act's perfect the way it is. Pay-per-view tournament should be banned. I'm with you on that. I agree. If still going for Dobbs, Thomas to get traded. Yeah, Grand Canyon can lose the 4. Grand Canyon can make some noise. The key change in the chorus on this one's weird. Key change the chorus on this. Sort of like a sort of calmish song, and then see a lot change on the key change. Christopher Newport's up, and NYU's up as well. All right. Papa Murphy's from Papa John's? I've never had Papa Murphy's, so I have no idea on that. So the chorus does not fit the rest of the song at all. The chorus is not for the song at all. Yeah, they should be able to be first time, I would think. You know, take a deep ball guy in the 4th or 5th. Yeah. Wait for take a pick. Oh, that's good. Because of the Grand Canyon? Oh, nice. You know, it's on the up and up. Grand Canyon is like really on the up and up. And the solo is really good. With the dueling guitars. Grand Canyon football program? I would say no. I think they're so close to ASU. I'd be stunned. I'd be very, very surprised if they had a program. Be very stunned. Just, I think they're way too close to ASU. I think they're taking like the high point route. I think they're taking the high point route. Where they have no intention of banning football, but they're gonna bolster up the other sports. You trade down trade on the first, yep. I get it. I believe the 5th-year option is gonna be so valuable for other teams. Lost Tree Drive, probably named for Lemon yep. Gonzaga, I could see that. I could see Gonzaga at some point. Most Grand Canyon kids become ASU football fans? Yeah. I would say so. Oh, we do a breaking news. Tyler Huntley back to the Ravens. 2-year deal. Tyler Huntley back to the Ravens. Yeah, the fact that... Here's the thing with Miami. What's crazy about them is if they had 4 games going to OT. If they lose all 4 of them, they're not in the field. I don't think they're in the field at this point. No, it should be a question. They're gonna play in the tournament. Miami's a lock at this point. They're undefeated. They're a lock. Former Pro Bowl. Yep. It's crazy how many games they survived with the skin of their teeth. They're not blowing out opponents. Like, I think eventually, when they lose, whenever it happens, it's gonna be by a lot. No, Baltimore giving it back. It makes sense. Just loves Baltimore. I get it. It's a good spot for him. Yeah, you notice that around the offense never should have left in the first place. Nope. Perfect backup for that system. Yeah, the Miami's making it regardless. Miami is going to make it in. I would be flabbergasted if they don't. If they don't, then we got to overhaul the entire system because college basketball is broken at that point. The whole regular season means nothing for these mid-majors. Go the Giants to get to Harbaugh. Yeah, Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley and somehow Pro Bowler Shootout Sanders. Hey, Pittsburgh goes to the Cup final, so back in Philly here. Makes sense. Not playing well right now. Not playing well, but on the up at 1. Yeah, Mitch can stay Buffalo forever. I mean, he's a good backup. Kentucky lost. Yep, I'm happy about that as a Florida fan. Florida should be the final one at this point. Florida's got to be the one. They just got to make it to the final. Why am I not doing Duke UNC? Well, we got a Hundo Jack for this one. Duke UNC, I think it's going to be a blowout because Wilson is out for the season. The other problem with Duke UNC is that ESPN is televising, basically, they don't protect their copyright at all. So you can watch Duke UNC on YouTube. Like, they're literally, like, it's absolutely insane how bad it is with copyright. Like, there's so many different channels that are actually showing the game. Browns are should make Super Bowl with that. All right, the fan with a fiver. I did not see what he said about. What did he say about that? I just don't like registering. Period. Appreciate you on that one. I just think everything should be straight lines. Everything should be perfectly straight lines. Make the call there is not for this one. Not yet. Problem with you make the call right now is that conference tournaments, they've been doing a lot. The Olympic Cauldron upset on Satan Star, I have not seen that. No, that doesn't sound right. Appreciate it when I found that one. You want to put video next? I'll have to take a look at that one. I will have to take a look at that. We'll start the second period here. I don't like gerrymandering. I just like straight lines. Do it on straight lines. But if you to watch it, I'll do it for 2 at the next commercial break. It's probably like 10 minutes. Yeah, do 2 for that. Watson and Brown scored back 1. I mean, I don't like Watson, but I don't know who else you got at this point. I don't know who else you have. I'll do 2 for that one. How long is it? I'm guessing it's not that long. Koivunen from the left circle now gives it off to Letang. We're backing away here in the second. Nothing on the power play so far. You know, UConn right now, they're not playing well. But they played on their competition. Sanheim across the low slot, short-handed. Good idea there. Can't get it to go now. Pittsburgh take it down the left circle. Pokes away for a moment. Staying with Pittsburgh though on the left side. Back to the blue line it goes up top. Back on the left side now. Koivunen down low. Fires it across left to right. How did that not go in? Busy in 10? All right, all good. How did that not go in? Does he get the deadline? No, I don't think he does. How on earth did that not go in for Pittsburgh? Going left to right. No, this one I don't trust him. Left to right, he missed an empty net. Kindle, it was a great feed from the low slot. Great feed by Brazeau. Brazeau to Kindle, and I don't know how Kindle can put that in. It was an empty net. Just completely missed it. Pittsburgh should be up 2-1 right now. Missed an absolute sitter. Now take it down the right side is Clifton. Clifton. You know, Jack, the CCA championship. Oh, man. That'd be a good one. Could be a good one. Staying across the blue line left side. And they attacking the zone now for Philly. Grabenkin loses the handle on that one. Shea wraps around left to right. And back at center ice it goes. Finds Chinikov. Chinikov on the right side. Gets to the right circle now. Holds at the point. Chinikov back in a pass for the right circle. Fires it across. Can't get a stick on that one. Was cutting inside there in the low slot. So cut in there was Raquel. Can't get there. Pittsburgh gets it back at the right circle. Pass gets deflected. Ristolainen looks to clear down the right side. And it goes out of play with 18:25. Caleb Wilson, the most talented UNC player of all time. I think there's one that might be a little bit more talented. I think there's one that might be just a teeny tiny bit more talented than him. You want to sure have Watson the starter? None. Unless you just want a third stringer on a cheap contract. Be like, I can fix him. He has no value. There's a reason he slipped that far. No one wants him. Face off here at center ice. Won by Pittsburgh. Wrapping around left to right. Again, there is York. York gives off on the right side now. Philly take it down, but got to stick out in front of that one is Pittsburgh. It stays with Philly. On the left side now. Juleson. Juleson behind. Wedged up there by Achari. Still wedged up underneath Carlson. Gets rid of it. Goes left to right. Goes to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon taking it down. He'll give it off on the boards on the right side. Trying to feed it to Dewar. And we'll go behind for icing with 17:53. Yeah, there's this Michael guy. I was thinking Hansbrough. But this Michael guy was pretty good too. They're replaying that miss. I can't believe he missed it off the post. I can't believe Kindle missed an absolute sitter on the right side. You pull out in San Fran, get a tip-off at 9 in the third round of the West Coast Conference Tournament. Portland's been all right this year. Portland's had their moments. I think San Fran ends the run. Save the off the face-off by Skinner. Not a hard save there. Yeah, no, he's not a good guy, Michael. That Micah L. Jordan guy, I don't know what happened to him. I think he went to like NASCAR or something. This is Gabriel, but he has no arm strength. Gabriel has no arm strength. Shirley says some physical attributes, not many, but some. Gabriel has nothing. Gabriel has no arm strength. Flyers in their defensive zone, hit there by Lizotte. Now it's center ice back to Philly. Philly take it down the right side of the right circle, looking for the backhanded pass. Not there, so now going to wrap it around. Going for the wraparound at the left circle. Nothing there, so goes back to the point. Fires a pass that's wide. Stay with Philly, though, in the attacking zone. Fires a shot for the right circle. Shot! Blocked away. Lizotte gets there and goes into the boards. Lizotte gets the block on that one. Like J.O. Gibbs. That's how you say it. Chasing it down is Andre behind. Andre on the right side, looking to feed off the boards and does off the right side. Pittsburgh makes a line change. Now take it down. They got some numbers here on the right circle. Fires a shot for the right circle. That one wide and high. Back to Philly, though. From the blue line, Andre wrapping underneath on the left side. Now taking it back up. It's Grunstrom. Grunstrom gives it off on the left side. Zegras looking to wrap around. Back in a pass by the right circle. Can't get a good handle on that one. Loses the handle. And it's going to be offside with 16:36 as it goes behind the blue line. Gabriel on practice squad for preseason fact. Better shooting so far. You have 3 shots already after 2 shots in the first. You 2 of them concussions. Let's say this about Gabriel. I just don't see it with Gabriel. At least Sanders, I could see a universe where he's good. It's not many universes, but I could see a universe. I don't see it with Gabriel. Face off here after the icing call. Raquel taking this one for the Pens in Pittsburgh's attacking zone. Raquel can't win the faceoff. Sanheim gets there, wraps around right to left with Stolainen. Trying to feed it down to center ice on the left side, but can't do so. Again, there first is Rust. Rust to the right circle it goes. Back up top of the high slot. Fires a shot in! So, goal for Raquel! That time, Raquel finds the back of the net in the high slot. Got denied the assist earlier after, my apologies on that one. But Raquel getting that one. I got similar excuses. But Raquel gets the goal on that one. His 12th of the season. From the high slot off the faceoff. One touch. And in Chinikov getting the assist. An easy look there at the high slot. No one blocking. Escatore couldn't get out in front on that pass. I've been shielded too by his own player on that one. Pittsburgh up 2-1. Raquel gets the goal. Pens retake the lead. Had an early goal in the first, early goal in the second. Back on our way here. Sanheim. Deflected out a play on that pass. Koivunen deflects it out. You know, Iceker's the one with the win or UC over and loss. I think they're going to get it. I think they'll get it. GCU up down by 3 on Central Arkansas. I want to see Dunk City make it back. That was fun when they were in 2013. Oh man, take me back. Face off here. One by Philly. Sanheim on the right side gives off his defensive zone. Ristolainen. Sliding down the boards on the left side. Trying to feed across left to right, but a stick out in front. That one is Letang, and it'll go behind for icing. Too much on that pass. It's in for Barkey. Trying to go left to right. Face off here in Pittsburgh's attacking zone on the right circle. Next Dunk City type team, I have no clue. That's the beauty of margins that you just don't know with these. Letang. He tries to go right to left. Trying to feed on the left side there for Hayes. Again, there first is the Flyers. Flyers on the boards on the right side. Loses the handle, back to the high slop, and then loses the handle there is Koivunen. In the defensive zone, getting it back for Pittsburgh is Girard. Girard's the line change is made by the Flyers. Pens keep everyone on the ice. Across at center ice on the left side. One touch pass across to Koivunen. Koivunen from left circle. And again, there first is Sanheim before Vladar could get there and make the save. Now, Philly. Line change, wrapping around right to left. Into the boards, hit there by Clifton. Looking for Dvorak. Able to find his man and in on the pass! Dvorak! For going to the boards, I think it was Grabenkin on the assist. And the Flyers answer right back. We're tied at 2. Next we go at 86. Oh, good year for music. Yeah, LA go Nansen. Sharks go Nansen. Is that Bump on the goal? I thought it was Dvorak. Is it Bump? Let's double check that one. If that's Bump, what a debut for him. That'd be his first. That was Dvorak on that one. Let's double check. Called it from Lehigh Valley earlier today. It was, I don't know if Dvorak got a stick on that one. Bump, Matt had the shots. Did Dvorak get a stick on that? He did not. No, Dvorak got the shield. Dvorak was the one that shielded Skinner, but it did not go off Dvorak. I thought it did. It did not. Bump near post. And Bump, his first NHL goal. Dvorak shielding Skinner, protecting that near post. And Bump ties it at 2 in his NHL debut. Congrats to the youngster. We're tied at 2 here. Juleson gets in the defensive, wraps around right to left. Goes for Zegras. Zegras across on the right side. Back to Pittsburgh across the blue line. Dumps it underneath here for Novak. Receives for Dewar. Now gives it off the blue line left side. Fires one-time shot. That one wide. Rebound by Pittsburgh on the right circle. Deflect away, poked away by Zegras on that pass to the slot. Again, there is Lizotte. Lizotte into the boards on the right side. Again, there for Philly. I believe that's Grunstrom. And is Grunstrom who gets that, wins it back, and now down the left side it goes for Juleson. Juleson. And the boards on the left side trying to clear his lines. Can't do so. And now he does. As Pittsburgh able to glove that one down. Shea couldn't glove it down. We'll go behind for icing, though, 14-19. Utah State, yeah, no TV can do the real injustice. Yeah, hopefully enjoy the game. Happy 18th to the dude we're going to be back together. Man, great episode. Number one Southfield's group was around since the 60s, one of number one until 85. Is that the Whisperers with Rocksteady? No, wait, no, not number one song. That never hit number one. Oh, man, a group that was around since the 60s. Oh, Genesis. Wait, Genesis, Invisible Touch. I'd be Invisible Touch on that one. Right, Genesis. Using Sledgehammer replaced it. Yeah. Cameraman lost his bearings. Face off one time in. Couldn't tell you what happened because the cameraman did not get back in time. But now Pittsburgh up 3-2. Honestly, could not tell you what happened on that goal. But it looks like it was Carlson who scored it. They were late coming back. Yeah, one-time pass near post. You figure Vlar's got to make that save. Pittsburgh wins the faceoff across on the right side, feeds it to the left circle, and it's Carlson. Or Starship. Oh, it's Sarah. Oh, yes, Sarah. They were since the 60s? I thought it was 70s. I didn't really just airplay was 60s. It's Carlson on that one. I'm not sure why they were giving it to Achari. It was 65, not 55. It was Carlson on the goal. 3-2. Pittsburgh gets it back. High scoring game here. Drysdale. Out of play, deflected off the sticks. They try to get into the attacking zone. On the right side, I should say. Yeah, I think so too, JP. Yeah. Look, it's a heck of a season. Make it to semifinals. Exceed all expectations. Heck of a season. It was late 60. Oh, man. If we're doing this week, because I think it replaced Kyrie. Yeah, this week will replace Kyrie. Because I'm listening right now to the top 40 of 86. Good year. Good year. Good countdown. On the left side now, Hathaway gives up behind the left side to Glendening. Can't wrap it around left to right. Pittsburgh gets it back on the right circle under defensive zone. Feeds across on the left side for Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon across. Now the blue line. On the left circle now, Chinikov. Chinikov off the boards on the left side. Back of the point. It goes for Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon across on the right side. Hit hard. Trying to start the attack now. Philly will take it down. They got numbers here if they want. They'll slow things down a little bit off the skate of Glendening. Glendening can't get there. Staying with Philly, though, underneath. Hathaway. He's wedged up into the boards. Puck wedged up there alongside Glendening. Pittsburgh gets it. Wedge on the right side, or the left side. Now Pittsburgh gets it back. Down the left side. Clears from blue line to blue line. It will go behind. No icing on the play. Philly chases that down. Rister line and back to Sanheim. Will hold him. It doesn't make a line change. Go to Salt Lake City. 23rd floor. Got to with the Logan. I have to, yeah. It's on my list. It looks like a nice arena. You and I taking care of Bradley right now at the half? All right. Yeah, 3 requests slick. Yep. As there was Sarah. Oh, we built the city would be the other one. Then nothing's going to stop us now. Yes. All great songs. Nothing can stop us now is one of the best ballads of the 80s. By far. Brazeau into the boards. Philly gets it back. Take it down the left side of their defensive zone. Sanheim wrapping around left to right end of the trapezoid, though, is Skinner to get there. Skinner tries feet down the left side. So look to clear. With Mantha. Mantha gets it. Feeds it across left to right. High pass there, trying to hit Novak, but Philly gets there first. Feed it right to left in the neutral zone. Gonna stick on that one is Andre. Andre takes it across. Behind on the right side, but tries to shot that one. Easy save on the near post. No harm done there on that shot. And now Pittsburgh will clear their lines, wrapping around right to left. Feeds it across the center ice. Philly gets a stick on that one, taking it down the left side, now wrapping around left to right. Trying to zoom again. The first 4. Pittsburgh is Letang. Letang gets a stick on that one, gives it off on the right side to Brazeau, I believe. Philly gets it, though, in their defensive zone as Pittsburgh makes a line change, holding the play. At the left circle in the defensive zone is Juleson. Juleson across center ice on the right side. Now they have numbers 3-on-2 to left circle, but poked away. Good defense there. Trying to hit for one-time shot. Grebenkin. Now Grebenkin to the left circle. Fires a low slot. Missed! Oh, it looked like he had a sitter. Dvorak! As Skinner was off his line. Yasko finished. Yeah, it finished last week. Oh, a good chance there. A phenomenal feed. And Dvorak's got to go far post. He went center. He went center. He's got to redirect that shot a lot better. Dvorak was in on goal on the phenomenal pass by Grebenkin from the left circle. Misplayed shot. Gotta go. It's gotta go near side. He can't go far side where the goalie is. Skinner was off his line. You were in the low slide. You were in the perfect position. Couldn't get it to drop. It's 3-2. We go to commercial break here. When we get back, Ernie Clemens starting for the USA tonight? Oh, jeez. What the heck is this lineup? USA lineup is in Schwarber, Bregman, Judge, Harper, Smith, Henderson, Anthony Clement, and PCA. Oh, God, that bottom of the order is oof. Whew, although it's Great Britain, so it shouldn't be too bad, but... And backing away in just a little bit here. How's it going, Cujo? Appreciate you tuning in. Face off here. Dvorak's going to take this one for the Flyers. For Pittsburgh, it's going to be Lazat. Yeah, no, Bronx Jumpers. I love it. I love it. Monday football. God. One of the worst bugs ever. Philly wins the face-off on the right side. Pittsburgh starts left. One-time shot. That one off the skate of Clifton. Back to Bump it goes. Where the goal early. Bump gets hit by his own teammate. Hit by Grebenkin. Some friendly fire there. Now Pittsburgh takes it down the left side. Dewar across. Feeds to the right circle. Fires a shot to the right circle. Can't get it. Saved. And then the putback. Dewar denied by Vladar. Big Ern Clemens. Yeah, yesterday's game was painful. Oh, man. Yesterday was like the worst 10-run game I've seen ever. USA did nothing yesterday. They couldn't get... Brazil couldn't throw a strike. 17 walks plus 2 hit batters. It was insane. USA did nothing. I could have won that game yesterday. You just don't take the bat off your shoulder. So I hope his teammates call him. It was an atrocious game. You duke up by 5 early on, yep. And then they're going to steamroll UNC. Not steamroll, but probably like 12-point game. Hathaway on the right side into the board, set there by Carlson. Now wedged up behind, trying to win the one is Glendening for the Flyers. Glendening tries to get a stick on that one to Hathaway. But Pittsburgh gets there first. In the neutral zone, glove down by Philly. Now take it down the left side. It's Couture. Couture wraps around right to left, but in the trap. So again, there is Skinner. Skinner gives it off underneath. And it goes for Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon gives it off now Chinakov. Chinakov tries to feed it left to right. Can't do so. Not a power on that one. Grunstrom gets there on the left circle. Penalty, or stoppage at 10:39. You replaced by a week later by a female rocker with many hits to be the first to reach number 1. Ooh. Okay, what do I think of this one? Yeah, Utah State deserved that invite. Yes, they did. Yes, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of Winthrop tomorrow. I'm absolutely terrified. I'm going to be a nervous wreck for tomorrow's game. I'm expecting the worst. You know me, I said it from the start, worst case scenario, always play Winthrop. And sure enough, we're playing Winthrop. Oh, a female rock group. Many hits. This was her first in 86? Shot there in the red circle. Redirect is wide. Back to the low slot though on the left side. Fires across. Wide. Dewar. Now another shot from the blue line on the right side. That one's saved. No, that went by 13.5. Oh, man. Your Archmanis is crazy this year. Was Letang on that shot from the blue line on the right side. Ooh, okay, female rock group. Yeah, redirected there on that one by Achari. Letang on the blue line, Achari redirects it. And a save there. Yeah, New Pac-12 is going to be good. I'm excited for it, too. About time. Not excited to be losing Gonzaga in the West Coast Conference, but... Oh, Hart, yes. That was our first number... I can't believe that was our first... I guess a low... Yeah, I thought What About Now would have hit number 1. I thought What About Now would have hit number 1. But... I had Alone in 87, which is like their magnum opus. I thought these streams were number 1. From the left circle, fires it across, backhand, shot it in! What a feed there! Against the run of play. We're tied at 3. Barkey on the feed from the left circle. Feeds into the low slot. And Barkey now sinks up at 3. Maybe Gonzaga? I think we can. 9 shots for the Flyers and 3 goals. Barkey backhanded on the feed from the left circle by Michkov. So he gets the leverage inside on Kindle. Barkey's doing the work. Cates, Michkov, backhander in the low slot on the phenomenal feed. There was no in the low slot for Pittsburgh. And Barkey got underneath his 3rd goal of the season. Yeah, Hundo Jack. Yep, this was Hundo Jack. Right, these streams alone were only 2 number 1s. And all I want to do is make love to you was number 2. I know that. We're for 9 advantage of this right. Yeah, picked a good one. Picked a good one, Hundo Jack. Drysdale gives it off on the left side in the defensive zone. Pittsburgh gets there. And now Philly in their defensive zone gets it back. Drysdale. Across center ice on the left side. Taking down the left side now. Skribenkin. Skribenkin across left to right. Looking for bump. Bump. That pass takes a deflection. Poked away by Clifton. Clifton gives it off. And the blue line at center for Novak. Novak across to the right circle. Fires a shot from the right circle. That one blocked. Sanheim got in front of that one. Backhand pass there. Underneath by Bruzzo. Takes a deflection. Same with Pittsburgh on the right circle. Underneath into the slot. Redirect. Wide. Philly takes it down now. Grebenkin. Going left to right. Glove down at center ice. Pittsburgh tries to get second. That one's Rust. Feeds it off to Novak. Novak into the boards. Hit there by Sanheim. Now on the left side. At the left circle. Backhanded pass. Dumping it underneath. Trying to hit Chitakov on that one. Again, there first is Sanheim. Sanheim with the boards on the left side. Looking to clear his lines and does. Off the boards there again. Good idea, but chasing that one down first for Pittsburgh is Carlson. Carlson gives it off on the left side of the defensive zone. Now they're taking down center ice. It's Raquel. Raquel on the left side, the left circle, into the boards. Hit there, but staying with it is Rust. Rust back up top of the point to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon across on the right side. Goes to Carlson. Carlson, he loses the head on that one. Now Philly, a chance here, one-on-one for Tippett. Tippett poked away. Great chase down there by Pittsburgh. Wotherspoon chasing that one down. Now across center ice on the left side. It goes for Chinikov. Chinikov across on the right side by the blue line. Gives up to Carlson. Carlson wraps around right to left. But not enough on that one. Getting there first for Philly is Drysdale. Drysdale off the boards. Gives off on the right side. And they'll get across in the attacking zone. Dumps it off. But Girard gets there first for Pittsburgh. He'll give it off on the left side in the defensive zone. Arenado doing Arizona. Not great. They'll be serviceable. Serviceable. Can't be worse than we had last year after we trade away Eugenio. I think serviceable. You got to score on the fast break. Yep. Didn't get a shot off. But the blue line shot. Redirect. Off the skate of Juleson. Staying with Pittsburgh, though. From the left circle, Girard across high slot. One time. Saved. Good save there by Vladar. Dewar tried the shot from the high slot. Other 86 week I have selected is first ever song for this UK group. Pick their name off their love of Man United. Huh. Oh, for later this week. Okay. Oh, for later this year. Okay, wait. Man United. UK group. Play 150? No chance on that. No chance plays 150. Yeah, the corners I'm worried about. But I guess you could play Lawler at third, theoretically. I'm not crazy about it, but... Oh, man. Was I right the first time with Genesis? Their love of Man U. I'm completely blanking. It's not Mr. Mister. Their first one was Broken Wings. That was 85. Genesis had a #1 hit. That was their first and only. UK. My mind is so set on Genesis. I don't know why it'd be the connection with Man U. Red Devils, red. Oh wait, hang on. Wait. No, red. Simply red. If you don't know, simply red. Right? It has to be simply red. Simply red. Hang on. Simply red. Time out. Simply red. They had 2 #1s, right? Simply red. Right, no, it's not Genesis. Simply red. I was thinking Man United connection. Wait, simply red. So if you don't remember, now it was 89. They had another one. Yep. Holding back the years. It's got to be holding back the years, right? Yes, rest of football trades happen. Not really. I mean, some of the trades have been surprised by them happening, but in terms of the number, we usually get a good amount before the year starts. Yep, simply red, holding back the years. Yep. And I was thinking, okay, like UK group, all right, like red Devils, red. I'm like, okay, simply red. There it is. I was thinking at first like Pittsburgh Lady in Red. I'm like, wait, no, it's not that. That was 87. Also, that's not a band. I was thinking Lady in Red. I was like, no, simply red. Though. Simply red works. 7-4 to go. There it is. Lazard taking the face-off here for the Pens. He wins it. The left side out, Shootout. Shootout dumps it into the slot. Too much on that pass. Back to the right circle. Now back to the point on the right side. Wraps around right to left. Backhanded pass there by Letang. Gets it back after getting deflected by a flyer. Back to Novak. Novak gives it off in the right circle. Too much on that pass for Gerard. Can't get a good stick on that one. Flyers look to clear right to left, but not enough on that one into the boards. Penguins get it back. Achari. On the left side, Philly looking to clear here with Glendening. Can't do it. Back at the point. Letang across on the right circle. Back to Letang on the point. Fires a shot. That one saved. Might have taken a deflection. 10's only 16-8, 9-7. That doesn't surprise me. They're driving here. Shot saved on the breakaway. For Nicaragua against Netherlands, that does not surprise me. I'm getting at Gerard, 2 minutes for slashing. Well, it's early on, Jackson. It's very early on. Right, 45th anniversary of the Centennial. Just nuts to think about. That's the Statue of Liberty is that young. So Letang stops the breakaway. He'll get 2 minutes. He slowed him down. I shouldn't say stopped it, but it did slow him down for the moment. He slashed Sanheim on that one, so Philly on the power play for the second time today. 0 for 1 on the power play so far. D-backs best start of the year, Ryan Nelson. Easily Ryan Nelson. It's not even close. Not even close. Ryan Nelson was a beast last year. Ryan Nelson, when they finally stopped messing around and put him in the starting lineup, was an absolute beast. Ryan Nelson, I love Ryan Nelson. He's the guy. No, it's not Fott. Oh, I fought too much hard contact. Fires a shot one time from the left circle. Zegras wide. You know, Fott is not good. Fott, a lot of hard contact. Gallon, second half of last year was fine. First half, not so much. Kelly, he is what he is at this point. I like him. He's a good number 2, number 3. Nelson's the guy. Nelson's legit. Nelson will be an ace by the end of the year. I'm sold on Nelson. The other guys, I'm holding my breath. Definitely not Eduardo Rodriguez, I can tell you that much. The defensive on the right side. Drysdale. On the left side it goes for Andre. Andre gives it off at the left circle in the attacking zone, working around Clifton. And Clifton wins it. But can't clear it. Back to Philly at the high slot from the left circle. Fires a pass wide! Oh, a good feed there! Michkov, I believe, get into the low slot. Was in behind, but wide. Second time today for Philly, been behind. You know, Fott's not the guy. It's way too much hard contact. He'll be the guy that finishes with a 4 ERA, but everything he allows is going to be like 100 mile an hour off the bat. And I haven't Puerto Rico in the pool hurts yet. From the right side, right circle, that shot wide. Same with Philly, though. In the attacking zone on the left side, Zegras. Yeah, Ryan Nelson. Yep. Ryan, yep. There you go. Like Ryan Sandberg, yep. Cates, wedged into the boards there by Shea. 30 on the power play, and Philly the worst team on the power play this season. Pittsburgh number 2 in the penalty kill. Back to the blue line it goes. York fakes the pass across on the right side. Now goes to the left side for Zegras. Zegras at the point now. Zegras gets it to the left circle, tries to release that shot. Blocked away. Could I imagine being Eduardo? Torrey's too loyal on Eduardo. I don't think it's going to happen. I would love it, but I don't think it's going to happen. And Ward won't be in the rotation, though, at least when Burns comes back, so that's good. And now breakaway, potentially shorthand opportunity. Shot saved. Falling down on his back to make the save. It's Dewar. Got him behind on the breakaway. Nelson's undriven by max out on pitchers. Nelson's a good strikeout guy, too. I like Nelson. I'd take him. I think Nelson's going to be by far the best pitcher on the D-backs. Wotherspoon in the boards on the left side. In their defensive zone. Fires it across left to right. Now Novak will take it down. Novak across on the right side. The right circle it goes. Trying to wrap it around right to left. Now back to the left circle. Back to the point it goes for Pittsburgh. Fires a shot. That one blocked. Shot there by Wotherspoon. He'll dump it underneath to Koivunen. Koivunen from Girard back to Koivunen. And cleared away by Philly for the moment off the boards on the right side. Oh, he's Ulysses' relief pitcher? Oh, if he's Ulysses' relief pitcher, take him. Have to take him there. Yeah, take him there because he's gonna start every game. Or every week, I should say. Miami or Phoenix, better for some Olympics? Easily Miami. Easily. Phoenix is too spread out. On the left side, wraps around left to right. Looking there for Novak. Yeah, if he's a relief pitcher, if he's listed as that, because he didn't come out of the pen list here. He's listed as that, do it. You're getting a starting pitcher that's guaranteed to play once a week and put up good numbers. Like, how many relievers will give you 6 innings a week? Potentially, certain weeks they'll give you 12 innings. Yeah, Jags are putting trade package for Crosby. Yeah, they're being very aggressive. Available next round, take him? Yeah. Because if he's listed as relief, you're getting a legit starter. And Miami's way better suited. All right, commercial break here with 3:30 to go. I finally stopped messing around and put him in the starting lineup. Nelson last season was great. Right, you have a coast as well. Nelson last year, his final 19 games, 19 starts last year, final 19 starts, 109 innings, 2.89 ERA, 94 strikeouts. Well, Bubic, I don't know. Yeah, Bubic, the problem with Bubic is he's coming off surgery. Bubic got injured last year, so I don't know about this. So anything after this? Yeah, World Baseball Classic, USA against Britain. Bubic is good. The problem with Bubic is he's coming off an injury. So he was pitching he was a top 3 candidate for Cy Young last year in July, and then the injury happened. So I don't know, Bubic. Another sneaky play if you want to stash a guy. He's not going to pitch the first half of the season, but Corbin Burns. When Burns comes back, and Justin Martinez is another one. He's going to be the closer when he comes back for the D-backs. He's really good. But he's going to be out for the first half of the season. If you can afford to stash a guy, Burns and J-Mart, Justin Martinez and Corbin Burns, the 2 best pitchers on the team are not pitching the first half of the season because they're hurt. But Nelson's going to be good this year. Especially if he's listed as a reliever. Take advantage of that. You got a bona fide, you got a starter. You got a legit starter. He's probably going to be number 3 in the rotation. Then Kelly's starting opening day. Gallen's going to be the 2. I'm not crazy about Gallen being the 2, but Nelson's going to be the 3. DeGrom, Webb, Mizarowski, Wheeler, Horton, Steele. All right. I don't hate it. Yeah, DeGrom, if you could stay healthy. Webb. I do like Webb a lot. Pitched well yesterday outside the leadoff homer. Ramirez has looked good this World Baseball Classic. Back on the right side. Wrapping around right to left. 3.5 to go. The attacking zone now for Philly. From the left circle, goes back up top of the point, deflected away. Pittsburgh looking to take it down here behind with Rust, but he's able to give it off to Chinikov. Chinikov in the right circle. Trying to get as he chases down underneath. York gets there first. York trying to wrap around to the right side. Goes out of play with 3:10. That goal earlier by bump, they just showed on the broadcast. First Flyer to score his debut since Hayden Hodgson in the 21-22 season. The 26th Flyer to score in his debut. But my Bubic for side because I liked him. It was a good play. The odds you were getting with him, it was a pretty good play. Here's my play this year. My sneaky play this year with insane odds. Like, not the favorite. Rookie of the Year, D-backs, Waldschmidt. Yeah, I didn't hit the bet. Yeah, I did the same way I recommend Rodgers MVP. I'm like, why not? I was like, why not? He's like, plus 50,000. I'm like, why the heck not? Plus 50K for a starting quarterback. Why the heck not? Behind it goes Chinikov on the right side. I'm going to do that with Waldschmidt. Yeah, did the same when I recommend the PCO with the odds in June. Yep. It looked good for a little bit. With those odds, yeah. I'm going to do it for Ryan Waldschmidt for the D-backs for Rookie of the Year. He's been raking in spring training. He's the #1 prospect. Longest second period ever? No, this one's not that long. No, the Stadium Series was like an hour. The Stadium Series with the Bruins and the Lightning was insanely long. No, this is nothing. This is a regular period. First period, I think, took forever. Down left side here, Drysdale. Drysdale left side, wrapping around left to right. Finds Grundstrom. Grundstrom poked away at the moment. Edge of the third of the break, but downhill after, yeah. Yeah, second half of the season was not as good. Not a bad bet. Not a bad bet there. Kindle. Gets it, wraps around right to left again. There first is Vladar in the trapezoid. Gives it off on the left side of Zegras. Zegras taking it down with the boards on the left side. Loses the handle. Pittsburgh gets it back. Backhanded pass on the right side. But York wins it on the right circle in the defensive zone. 1:49 to go. York look to dump on the boards on the right side. Hit into the boards. Zegras trying to win that one. Hit by Wotherspoon. Zegras keeps possession for the moment. He tries to dump underneath and does. Into low slot looking for the wraparound. Not there on the left circle now. Goes back to the point. Goes up top here for Juleson. Juleson. Redirect. Wide. Zegras on the redirect on the left side. Philly keeping it, though, in the attacking zone off the left side. Good stick work there. Backhanded pass into the low slot, but too high for Obels. He goes into the boards there, hit there by Kindle. Same with Philly on the left circle. Back up top to the blue line, goes behind. And Juleson will chase it down in the defensive zone. And yeah, but defensive rookie of the year, or NL rookie of the year, I'm going Waldschmidt. Ryan Waldschmidt, #1 prospect in the D-backs farm system. And he's been raking the spring training. And Torey Lovullo said he didn't say he'd be in AAA to start the year. Torey Lovullo refused to answer the question of will he be in AAA to start the year. So that's a good sign. Strike while the iron's hot on that one. I don't know what the odds are. Probably like plus 5,000. But I would take it. Shea. Gives it across on the right side to Clifton. Clifton goes across to Shea on the left side. Shea to center ice. Taking it down here is Lizotte. Into the boards on the left side. Again, there is Sanheim. Sanheim off the boards on the right side. Dumps it underneath, and that will go behind. No icing on the play. Shea will get there. Shea off the boards on the right side, or left side, going left to right. Trying to clear his lines into their offensive zone. Can't do so. Wedging the boards down. Philly trying to win it back on the left side. On the right side. Who's the closer this year? That's a great question. That's a phenomenal question. The answer is who the hell knows? Justin Martinez will be the closer in the second half of the season. So we go to the end of 2. All in up at 3. San Jose bear with the weather in Houston. Fact. Houston's too muggy and humid. So it will be Justin Martinez, second half of the season. Problem is that he's coming off Tommy John. So first half of the season, while he's recovering, as stupid as this sounds, it looks like, I kid you not, Paul Sewald. I would not do it. Take Paul Sewald at your own risk. It's a bad idea. Paul Sewald sucks. We got rid of him for a reason last year. But now, we brought him back. I love the man for what he did in 23. He is not that guy anymore. Heath Bell. Yeah, Paul Sewald is our closer as things stand. I would not do it. He's the closer for the moment. He might get replaced 3 weeks in. Problem is that our top 2 relievers, Martinez and Puck, are on the IL. So Martinez and Puck are going to be out for the first half of the season. Might have to go with a guy who can get holds. I mean, you could go Nelson. I mean, you could just sacrifice the saves column and just get another starting pitcher. Yeah, Paul Sewald. Yeah, the man lost the playoffs on 24. Yep. I mean, if you want to go Sewald, go for it, but he's going to blow a lot of saves for you. Or I don't need to draft high. Yep. You don't need to draft high on that. Broncos selecting Southern trade Benito. There's no chance. There is no chance on that. They just signed to an extension. There's no reason. No. That's not true at all. That's not true at all. D-backs are team that screens fourth in the division. They're weird. The D-backs either have the best players in baseball at their position or they're replacement level guys. Like, it's a weird thing. You know, the D-backs make the playoffs, so you didn't blow that one save. Yep. That was bad defense, though. Yeah, D-backs relievers give me aneurysms. You know, Fantrack's smart to start pitcher, relief pitcher guys. If there's a max, won't let you sign. Oh, man. You know, Seawald terrifies me. Seawald is a closer by default right now. Corbin. Oh, no. Corbin's going to be back. Wait, no. Corbin Carroll or Corbin Burns? Corbin Burns, he'll be back probably in June. June or July, I would say. Corbin Carroll's playing. Corbin Carroll will... he's going to play in like 10 spring training games. Corbin Carroll's going to be back. Corbin Burns... he'll be back in June or July. Thoughts on the 23 World Series? It's funny, that was the one series I thought we were going to win. I thought we were not going to beat the Brewers. So trade out 6th round? Good idea. Thought we were going to beat the Brewers. Or not beat the Brewers. Thought we were not going to beat the Dodgers and not beat the Phillies. We beat all of them. They're like, okay, I think we're going to beat the Rangers. And we did not. Carroll, yeah, he's back. Carroll's going to be... He got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt the first day of spring training. Just he strained something, but he's fine. He's gonna play 10 spring training games. He's already back in the cages. He's fine. Carroll's gonna play opening day. He's gonna play in spring training probably next week. Corbin says a reliever. I'm gonna say fact. I see the D-backs doing it at this point. D-backs just gonna be reliever by rotation, bullpen by rotation. It's gonna be nuts. D-backs this year could be a team that plays every game 8-7. Like, every game is just the most high-scoring on-drugs game. Did I hate the World Series? Yeah, I hated that. I went to all 3 games, and they sucked. You know, D-back fans can pray, and he's down the mound at this point. Yep, I'm terrified. I am terrified of Seawald. I love the guy for what he did in 23. Without him, the D-backs do not go to the World Series. But it's time to let bygones be bygones. How many LIVEstream have in the contract that can't play the Lobiso Classic? I don't know how many exactly, but it's a lot of the Caribbean players with insurance. It's a lot of the Caribbean players. I don't know the exact number. Yeah, 23. We do not speak of that season. I love it. But I went to all 3 World Series games, and it was, just wanted to see one win. Oh, because of Diaz, yep. Yeah, that changed everything. That changed everything, that Diaz injury. Man. Yeah, Correa, Javi. Yeah, it's a lot of the Latin American players. Most rare World Series appearance ever? Oh, easily. Easily. I don't know how the D-backs just out of nowhere, their bullpen became great. Ginkel, Thompson, Seawald was like the perfect 7-8-9. Out of nowhere. And the final 2 months, their bullpen was insane. The first 4 months, they blew like the most saves in baseball. It was like Miguel Castro and all those guys. It was so bad. It was so bad. And the results like it. Makes sense. Makes sense on that one. We'll do a modified OT too. Why the heck not? We'll do a modified OT just for audio. Should have brought that up because we're in between the periods. And after this is done, it's going to redirect you to the World Baseball Classic stream. So I'll get everything set up for that right now. Florida repeats. I'm going to say fiction. But man, it's close. I think they have a very good shot to repeat. I would love it if it's not High Point, obviously. High Point's got to make it tomorrow. I think Florida has to be the favorite going in. I mean, Florida, their guards are starting to play well. They got the experience. The bigs are great as always. Golden's a heck of a coach. I mean, I think Florida has to be the favorite. I'm filling out 3 brackets this year. I'm filling out, or 2, potentially. Let's go Pens. All right, let's go Pens. I'm filling out a Florida wins it all bracket. I'm filling out a regular bracket. And I'm filling out a high point bracket if they make it. Interview with TP saying the Twins regular. Yes, I did see that. Yep. We knew that for a while. That was common knowledge back in the 2000s. That was common knowledge that they changed the airflow in the Metrodome. I thought that was a more well-known story. Michael the struggle within. Like, that's not new information. That's been like said since the 2000s. I think the groundskeeper admitted that in the 2000s. Struggle within. All right, here we go. Appreciate you, man. And marching drums. Oh, man. Then 2 times 4. I can't do math. Don't ask me to do math, Michael. How dare you? Fellow Bills fan posted would be okay trading 2 firsts for Carter. No chance. No, that's a bad idea. 2 firsts for a non-edge rusher. Oh, no, I buy it. I 100% buy it. Yeah, this was like known back in 2003. You know, this was like, 2003 was reported on with that. So yeah, there's a person in the Metrodome who worked in the Metrodome that said, yeah, no, he did that. He tried his best to rig the games in favor of the Twins with the airflow. Let's all look back in 2003. There's your answer. How do I know that's not... That's a made-up number. You're lying on that. That's a made-up number. This feels very similar to that song, that cover song from yesterday. That Baggy Dome, yep. With the folded up seats. Oh, God. It's like not made for baseball at all. When I put over, yeah, I did see that. I just saw that because Indiana, well, I called the Indiana game over, but like already. It's not over yet. But yeah. Lenardi just is like, make up your mind, Lenardi. Well, everybody has to drop. They're playing this year. Yeah, they're playing this year in the Trop. They redid the Trop. It doesn't look the same. The panels look a bit weird, but they're in the Trop this year. Yeah, they're back in the Trop. While they try to get a new stadium, they're back in the Trop. The hockey plexiglass of the outfield. Oh, yeah. The banners where if you hit it there, you get like a free car or something. Yeah, if Auburn loses, they'll fall back out. We need everyone in the bubble to just lose. Just everyone lose. I mean, St. Louis did not look good today. St. Louis is now playing their way back on the bubble somehow. I don't think they're going to. I think St. Louis is in, but they're not making it easy on themselves. You can only count to 4. 1, 2, 5, 4. Bagging was insane. And Arizona State lost today, too. Yeah, I think it was a dodge, yeah. Right, if you hit the fan, yeah. Yeah, I think it was something like that, because I do remember the banner where if you hit it there, you get a car. So it was unranked, fact. 3-3 their last 6, 8-10, yeah, they're unranked. If they're losing by 30 to George Mason, yeah. You Duke up at the half by 5, yep. But Chicago's not going down with that fight. Yeah, they're going to get the deal done. Again, it was all leverage. They're not moving to Indiana. That felt very much like the song we heard yesterday with the cover. Let's go right. 2x4. It's like a southern rock riff. Like with 70s and whatnot. I never watched that movie either. I have not seen that one. I did not know. No, I do not know on that one, Cujo. After this game is done, we're going to flip over to the... Really? It was PCA's mom? I did not know that. I did not know that. Let's make sure everything is good for this when the time comes. There we go. And we're doing the Flyers game. I'm just adjusting the graphics right now. So just give me one quick second. So it's going to be a quick change when it happens. It's a very, very southern rock song. Just in that. All right, there we go. I was a young woman. Father took me to see marching band. Oh, great song. Sounds very different than every other song on the album. That's why this might not be on the album. Oh, it's a new album. That's why. This is a brand new album. That's why. It's a new album. 2 years, 11 or 12, fair value for projections? Yeah, I think so. Back in 10, I'll get him in. So just like the first song, yeah, very, very southern rock influence, I can tell. No, it's not going to cost a lot for Jones, so not at all. I wouldn't think it costs a lot. was good. Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna dig this album a lot if it's like Southern rock like that. There today, Ohio Valley Conference Final. Yep. We'll be live for the World Baseball Classic. We're ready to be on the call for that. How's it going, Andrew Coffin? Appreciate you tuning in. Let's go Flyers. Game tied at 3 here. Man, pull, yeah, not as good as 23, but yeah, you don't Puerto Rico in there. Where's it going? Oh my God, High Point took the seat. Wait, what? Yeah, Long Island Sharks. First team in. High Point won again in baseball. Oh my goodness. High Point takes the series against Florida in baseball. Wow, top 10. Top 10 team. High Point takes down Florida twice. Holy cow. Let's go Panthers. The Sharks get first total bid because Mercyhurst is not eligible. All right, third period about to get underway here. Let's do this thing. The Alex bump. It was a good goal, too. Great puck movement there. This goal today from Lehigh Valley. First Flyer to score in his debut in 4 years. Pittsburgh going left to right. Philly right to left this period. Shot there from the high slot. Saved it out of play. Not a lot of shots this game for either side. 15-10 is the shot count. Only 25 shots the first 2 periods, but high score game, 3-3. It was a good pass to the high slot there. Raquel to the high slot. That got a play, actually? I'm not sure if Laura even got a glove on that one. Might have just got a bit high from Chinikov. Either way, Chinikov faced off here. Won by Philly. Ristolainen gives it off on the right side. Chasing him down for Pittsburgh, though, in the defensive zone. Letang wraps around the left side. Trying to get out of the zone. Can't do so. Sanheim gets there first. At the left circle. Tries to feed across to the high slot, but poked away for the moment by Raquel. Raquel gives it off down the left side. Off the boards. Chinikov trying to find his man, but chasing that one down for Philly is Ristolainen. He takes a shot to the boards by Rust, but he's able to give it off on the right side to Glendening. And Sanheim. He'll take it down the left side. Sanheim gets around Lizotte. Loses the handle there. Back to Pittsburgh in the neutral zone. Down left side is Letang. Letang gives it off on the left circle. Not enough on that one. Staying with Pittsburgh, though, for the moment. Achari trying to feed it to Lizotte. He's wedging the boards by Sanheim. He's putting a long shift here. Gives it off on the right side. Staying with Pittsburgh, though. Keeps in the attacking zone for the moment. Now we'll go back in the defensive zone. Gerard. So hold the play in the defensive zone. Off the skates. A bad pass there to Letang. And Philly had a chance at a nothing high slot. Poked away there by Gerard. Bullet dodge there for the Pens off the poor feed. Now Achari. Achari feeds to the right circle. Back up top to the point. He goes for Clifton. Clifton left side. He fires the shot. That one's well wide. Same with Pittsburgh going in the attacking zone. The blue line on the right side. Wrapping around right to left. Some line changes made. Novak. Novak into the boards on the left side. Hit there by York. How's it going, Matthew? Appreciate tuning in. Yeah, bump, Barkey, Machov. Yes, that seems like it'd be a very effective line. Suarez ring out for the Venezuelans. So all I know how to do is hit dingers. That's all I know how to do. All right, well, they already had to fight this game. We already had a fight in this one. In the first. With Drysdale. So that one's gloved on the left side. Hayes. Not much on that one. All right, it's not great, but it's not awful. No, not at all. To me, it's as good there as it would, better there than would be any other city. Without a doubt. Durango rip. And after this is done, World Baseball Classic time. Over on Fox. Start that immediately after this game is done. Start a brand new stream for that. It's going to redirect you automatically to that one. Face off here. Only Pittsburgh. Shot from the blue line. Redirect. Can't get the redirect there. Was Novak on the left side. And Philly will clear for the moment. I think it's Michkov who cleared it. Now underneath it goes Sanheim. Trying to feed it down the left side underneath for Cates. Cates into the board, sit there by Hayes. Hayes gets a stick on that one and able to find his man. Shea gets a stick on that underneath. On the right side, Philly gets there though. They'll clear it as they make a line change here. For the moment, is it going to count? No, they're not going to be able to make the line change. Icing. 17-20. Carlson chases that one down. Oh, that's awesome, Matthew. Good for you, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. Face off here on the left side. So happy for you, man. That's awesome. You Flyers suit out the deadline to surprise you? Yeah, they should have sold. They're too far behind, I think. It would take them... I think the 3-game winning streak kind of diluted them. I think they might have a shot. I think they're a bit too far behind. Pittsburgh gets back of the blue line. Top of the point now, Carlson on the left side of the blue line for Mantha. Mantha dumps it down low on the left side. But out in front is Ristolainen. Ristolainen gives off on the left side of Cates. Cates, he'll wrap it around left to right. Pittsburgh gets there first. There's no one there for Philly. They'll make a line change now. They're going to do it with the icing earlier. On the left side now in the defensive zone. Mantha gives it off at center ice. Kindle takes it down. Gives it off on the left side of the circle to Brozo. Brozo across on the right side. Backhanded pass for Letang. Letang, his pass into the high slot is blocked. Oh no, so here's the thing with that, Sports Talk. Because that one's a controversial one. That's a controversial one. I'll explain more at the commercial break, or at the next stoppage on that one. Because that's a dumb decision and an indefensive at the same time. It's a bit of both. It's a dumb decision and an indefensive. I'll explain with me. At this point it goes. Chinikov, across on the right side from the right side, feeds to the high slot, shot there, blocked. Got out in front of that one was Dvorak. Stoppage with 16:06. So here's the thing. I had no problem going for 2. In that game, no problem going for 2. The right move. 100% the right move. We not drive on the Texans all day. That was our first and only good drive. You know, Jackson, yeah, Minshew Mania is fun. Minshew Mania was fun. Kelly here, 2 minutes for slashing. Dvorak going into the sin bin. Pittsburgh on the power play for the 4th time. That's a head scratcher. I don't understand that one. So I had no problem going for 2. That was our only good drive of the game. Minshew to Shark. No problem trying to win it there with 30 seconds. And we couldn't stop Watson all day. I don't know how. I mean, Watson had a great game, even though they weren't scoring a lot of points. Watson was playing out of his mind. So no problem going for 2. The play call sucked. The play call sucked. Fournette had done nothing all day. Why go run up the middle? Minshew got you down there with his legs and with his arm. Why would you go up the middle with Fournette when he had done nothing all day? That was the thing that got me. So the play call sucked, but I had no problem going for 2 in that one. If you noticed when Ramsey got frustrated on that one too, if Ramsey got frustrated that Marone didn't challenge something, that was the spark that set Ramsey off. That was a spark that got Ramsey traded. That was when he was like, I'm not going to play for you guys anymore. So that was the last time you'll see Jalen Ramsey as a Jaguar that game. End of an era there. On the right side now, Mantha gives it off back in neutral zone for Chinikov. Chinikov across center ice. Pittsburgh 1 for 3 on the power play. Only 1 shot on the power play. Went for a goal, but Phillies did a decent job on the penalty kill, relatively speaking. Carlson across on the right side of the defensive zone. Now it's Raquel underneath. Raquel working on York. Feeds it back to the right side at the point. Up top it goes for Carlson. Carlson cross on the left side. Rust. Now looking to wrap around Chinikov. Chinikov tries to wrap around the right side. Goes right to left. So runs it. Yep. I thought it was a complete. Yep. I think it would have been a close challenge. It would have been a close challenge, but that was what Coughlin they got in Ramsey's face afterwards about that. And at that point, Ramsey was like, "Screw you guys," and then he just stopped playing for us. At the point on the right side, so that no challenge changed NFL history. That one no challenge changed everything. Well, winning this undefeated wrestler, good for him. That's awesome. In or out, Stanford. Everyone's losing right now. I'm gonna say out for the moment. Save there with 23 seconds. Glove down easily. I'm going to say out for the moment. Look back at Marone and Pearson. Aaron Jackson seem to have a knack of coaches whose systems thrived at first and then quickly declined. Hopefully Cohen's not the same. Hopefully Cohen is not in the same boat. I don't think he will be. Jags, they got Caleb on Chason and Travis Etienne. So, like, it worked out with Etienne. But Chason obviously did nothing with us. But Etienne, I mean, I'll take Etienne. I think both sides benefited from it. Yeah, and all we're going to do under Jim Leonard, yeah, we use like Zach Allen. I think so too. Yeah, I think Zach Allen's a pretty good comp for him. Face off here, 23 on the power play. No, we're right. It's 2 first-round picks. Yeah, the upset of NC State makes them true toss-up. The NC State right now is sucking. They've lost 6 of their last 7. I don't even know about NC State at this point. Any other year, the bubble's so weak. Any other year, they're in. Fires it across from the low slot. Novak can't find his man. Right, any positive figures in the locker room? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, Ramsey for 2 first-round picks, I was fine with the trade. I was like, you know what? Screw it. Because Zach was wearing thin at that point. And he was good, but he wasn't worth that. 3 seconds left on the power play. Zach goes out. Like, the bubble is I'll put it this way. No power conference team has any right to complain this year. If any power conference team gets left out, you deserve it. No power conference team should complain. Yeah, Ramsey kind of washed out. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, he's not what he used to be. Not at all. I think Jags moved on at the right time. Rams got a good cornerback. They won a Super Bowl with him. ATM was good for us. I mean, it worked out all right. Right, AB got nothing for the Steelers of the trade. Yep. It worked out all right. I have no problem with it. Chason was a whiff, but ETN, I'll take it. So Philly going to kill off another penalty. 3rd straight they kill off. Yeah, Ramsey has safety. Yeah, but he's not what he used to be. But any power team, anyone in the Big 6 that doesn't make it, they have no, or Big 5, I guess, they have no right to complain. If you didn't make it, you did not do enough. If you're up in a power conference. Because this year the bubble is so weak, it's open for the taking, and everyone's losing. Underneath it goes down for the Flyers if they kill off Glendening. Back to the point on the left side for Sanheim. Sanheim wraps around left to right. Looking for Couture. He gives it off on the right circle. Chason eventually did make it, yep. Yep. Now he's a good player. Now he's good. Just need to develop a little bit. Our coaching kind of sucked. Right, Luis John had to give Fitzpatrick, yep. Yeah, dash arounds are distracting. Yeah, a lot of AI stuff's distracting. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. I like the Olympic ads where it's like, you know what, there's like nothing. There's nothing on them. Looks a lot cleaner. It's a lot easier to call the Olympics versus this because it's not as clutter. Underneath on the right side, Tippett. Tippett gives it off on the right side, now across the blue line. But then poked away by Pittsburgh on the right side. Feeds it across right to left. They'll take it down. Center ice, 7 gone in the 3rd. Still 3-3 your score. 25 shots total. 15-10 in the shots. Into the boards there. Achari feeds his left circle. Shot by Lazat. That went off a skate of a Flyer defender. And off the boards on the right side. Back to Tippett. So line changes made as Shea will get in his defensive zone for Pittsburgh. He rams me over Bishop. Yeah, that should not have happened. Right, without making facility difference decline. Yeah, they struggled big time this year. Now taking it down, Clifton gives it off to Shea. He's holding the play here on the right side to make a line change. Shea gives it off. Blue line to blue line. Great find there to the right circle. Holding it now is Raquel. Raquel across for the high slide down to the right circle. Poked away. Got a stick on that one was York. York got a stick on that one. Now it's behind net. Pittsburgh still in possession for the moment as it falls for Chinikov on the left side, but left circle goes on top of the point. One-time shot. Redirect saved. Carlson to Rust. Rust tried to redirect that one, but a good save there by Vladar. Montes on the submission. All right. Remember how it was a good P5 team. Yeah, but P5 team lost 16 games this year. Wrapping around left to right. Flyers try to get there, but Achari gets there first for Pittsburgh. And the blue line, Flyers try to keep in the attacking zone. They do at the left circle. Good job there. Boy, that one saved. From the left circle, bump. Looking for a second goal. Defense are good right now. I make a push, though. Bump, he's been active today. Tries a shot from the left circle. First shot of the period for the Flyers. You crossed with Harvard twice in less than a year, first in 09, then again 2010 Olympic gold medal game. Yeah, I mean, if Crosby played this year, I mean, although to be fair, Hellebuck stood on his head. I don't know who was getting anything past him. You could be Wayne Gretzky. I'm not sure anyone's getting anything past him. Yeah, Hellebuck was a brick wall. The problem for Canada in that was not the lack of shots and scoring opportunities and chances. Hellebuck just was insane. Hellebuck got lucky in that game with the patties. Yes. And the miss open net was bad, yeah. Right, Canada should have won. Yeah, by every metric, they should have won. Ooh, Thompson or Blankenship. I would go Blankenship on that. I know, it's still deserved to be in for winning so many games. I mean, Highpoint deserves to be in too. I mean, if they lose tomorrow, they finish the season 29-5. Like, it's insane that they would not be in. Like, it's absolutely insane that would not be in 29-5. NHL top 5 all time. Ooh. No particular order. Gretzky, Gordie Howe, Bobby Orr, Lemieux, Crosby. With Ovi at 6. It really is a top 6 for me. All right, 3-all. Face off from the left circle. Dvorak taking this one for the Flyers. He'll win it. Give it off to York on the left side. Yeti Pinheiro, you have 4 years, $17 million extension. That's a good deal for him. $4 million a year is not bad for a kicker. Not bad at all for a guy that was pretty accurate last year. In the neutral zone now, Pittsburgh gets it off the boards on the right side. You first for Heim with a loss? I don't think so. I hope. Believe me, I hope. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I wish. Bump on the left side. Gives it off. Underneath to Gurbenkin. Gurbenkin into the boards, and referee stops a fight breaking out with 11:20. Wotherspoon getting in it. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah. Meal of Cinderella, so it affects her pride. Yep. There you go. Yeah, media likes being right. I know Canada was the favorite for the gold. USA was in that second tier with Sweden. I think Canada was the clear-cut favorite. USA, Sweden were 2-3. You know, no problem 4 million. No, with that. Yeah, 10 shots over 2. We're not going to bump the shot on that last one. I'm surprised with that, but yeah, 10 shots not going to get it done. Over 50 minutes, it's not going to get it done. But 3 of them found the back of the net somehow. Fires from left circle, one-time shot there from Brozo, saved. Pass there from the right circle into the high slot. Can't get them. Brozo tries again. Another save. Might have been a bit high on that shot from the near post. Now down low to the low slot, redirect. Brozo can't do it. Through the legs on that one. Flyers look to clear, and they do so, but it falls right back to Letang. Letang across center ice, gives it off in the attacking zone. Brozo again. He's been on a good shift so far. Brozo gives it off on the left side, gives it off to Kindle. Kindle across left to right, trying to find Mantha. Can't do so. Back to Pittsburgh. In their defensive zone, feeds it across. Line change here for the Pens. So hold the play here with, I believe that's Koivunen on that one. Wrapping around right to left now. Not a great clearance by any means. They were just sitting there in the high slot. Zegras able to get that and prevent the danger. Who was just sitting there. It was a poor play. And offsides goal at 10-15. Yeah, that could have been a disaster. Oh my goodness. All right, significantly better than the Final Four teams that made a run. Yeah, George Mason didn't even deserve to make it that year. Hofstra should have made it that year. That was, oh man. That was just sitting there. On the wraparound from left to right. Vladar just completely, he thought it was going off the boards, wrapping around to the trapezoid. It took a deflection off the boards back into the high slot. We expect a goal. We're gonna have a goal at some point. Have to. It's gonna be 4-3. Worst case scenario. But Chitakov from the right circle. Now backhanded pass to the left side. Fires a shot. That one saved. Clifton trying to work on Grunstrom there, and Garden some good defense there as he was able to glide over, prevent Clifton from getting a good angle on that one. Took his time and allowed Vladar to get in position to make the easy save. He bucked a good bounce on the boards. Yep, that could have been disastrous. Oh my god. Oh, yeah, the third period? I would say yes. I think it's more likely that Pittsburgh scores than Philly. Breaking news, Chargers getting Khalil Mack back. 1-year deal. Might be his final season, but Khalil Mack coming back. I think Pittsburgh. Philly can't get shots right now. Philly cannot get any shots. We'll go with T. I would say no. If Philly scores, or Pittsburgh scores, it's not going to OT. I don't think Philly gets the fourth. Not in regulation, at least. Yeah, Sabres, I'm all in for them, too. You know what, 15 years? It's about 15 years since they made the playoffs. They deserve it. That fan base deserves it. How's it going, JP? Welcome back. Yeah, that was expected with Matt coming back, but now it's official. I expected that, too. Well, first, I'm taking shots. It's not good right now. It is most definitely not ideal for the Flyers. Yeah, Bum's the only one that's getting any opportunities. Other than Bump, there's nothing really happening. Game 3 Jack Stans on Thursday Football, yep. Minshew goes off this game. The first half, at least, he does. Or don't retire? I feel like he's acted retired for the last 5 years. But the money... He's not getting another contract after this. Rendon's not getting another contract. So when his contract runs out... You're scoring 30% of shots, yep. Face off here, won by Pittsburgh. Back to Blue on the right side. Blocked away. Good block there by Hathaway. Saves with Pittsburgh, though, in the defensive zone. There's some Hathaway with a hit on the right circle. And chance off and nothing, potentially. So wrap it around right to left, or try to at least, but Pittsburgh gets it back on the left circle in their defensive zone. Raquel. No shots for Philly this period. Gives it off. Raquel to Carlson. Carlson taking it down on the right side. Now backhanded pass across the blue line to Raquel. Flyers clear for the moment. Back of the defensive zone for Pittsburgh. It's Wotherspoon. Gives it off on the left side to Carlson. Carlson across center ice. One-time pass, but too much on that one. Chinikov can't get the handle on that one. Back to Pittsburgh. It goes underneath for Raquel. Raquel wrapping around right to left. Down the left circle. Raquel tries a shot. That one's blocked. Blocked there by Bump. And then gloved there by Vladar. Jack World Series of Poker. Go for it. 115 to have a shot? Oh, man. I don't know what the bid thieves are going to be. I don't know what the bid thieves will be. I think the way Houston's playing right now, they're vulnerable. If Houston gets a 2, they're vulnerable right now. And UConn, I will say, they're playing out to their competition. UConn is playing out to their competition. OBJ back to the Giants? No. He's done. OBJ's not playing again. What team would want OBJ at this point? He is washed beyond belief. Drysdale looks to clear on the right side. Drysdale now gives it off to York. York on the left side feeds it across center ice. One-touch pass. Looking down low on the left side for Dvorak. Dvorak, backhanded pass to the left circle. One-time shot goes wide. Same with Philly, though, in the attack is on the right side. Outside the one, fires a shot. Drysdale, high. Too much on that shot. Houston or UConn? I would say Houston is more likely to lose. And goes behind for icing as Pittsburgh clears. Yeah, Flyers have 0 shots. Or UConn could drop to a 3 after today. I don't think they'll drop them to a 3. I think they were on the 1 line before. Florida's getting a 1 as long as they make the finals. If Florida makes the finals, they get the 1. The only way they wouldn't is if Iowa State wins the Big 12 tournament. Yeah, anyone that goes to the Ravens, yeah, it's over at that point. Yeah, Big East final, yeah, they're okay for 2, yeah. Flyers. The blue line. Pass takes a deflection. Stays with Philly, though, underneath. For Barkey. Barkey up top to the point. Fires a shot. That one's safe. First shot of the period. About time. Drysdale from the point, but Skinner with the save. UConn's behind Iowa State and Houston for the last one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if they are. Right, Florida's going to get the one at this point. Who beat Redlands and Christopher Newport with the win. All right. And Tell Speak Catholic. Oh, NYU lost them. 8:35 to go. Any vet receiving the place for Titans is washed. Not wrong there. Tell me Randy Moss was washed by that point. Training's losing early on. All right. Shea will clear his lines, so it's going to be icing. 8:28 to go. Sabres up 3-1. Man, that'd be a big 2 points for them. Best receiver the Ravens have drafted? Oh, God. Probably Zay Flowers. It might be Zay Flowers. The best one that they've drafted might be Zay Flowers. Torrey Smith. It's not a bad pick. Torrey Smith, Zay Flowers. Yeah, Jags legend. Yep. False Star King. All right, who'd you go with? Torrey Smith or... Who'd you go with? Torrey Smith or Zay Flowers for the best that they drafted since 96? Who'd you go with on that? Kate singing the fist over the Flyers. You Dan Hurley? Well, he got ejected, so. Always a hothead. Backhanded shot there in the low slot. Barkey saved. I don't think Mason wasn't drafted by them, right? Mason was drafted by the Titans. Right? If he wasn't, then it's Mason. Baltimore, New England? I think New England. At least in the last 25 years. Right, Derek Mason was drafted by the Titans, right? He wasn't drafted by the Ravens. If it was Ravens, then he's the winner. Yeah, no, it was the Oilers. Yeah, 97. He was drafted by the Oilers. He said he didn't make any contact at all. He literally touched the ref. We know that. Yeah, Barkey, that shot there might have got a stick in front on that one. Dewar to deny the shot. So actually, no shot on that one. Yeah, United advanced to court. Warner excited. You know, yeah, Oilers drafted him. Yep. Face over one of the Flyers. Andre gives it off underneath on the right side. Now wraps it around, right to left. Back on the left side now. In the defensive zone, 7:50 to go. Cross center ice on the right side. Grundstrom. Grundstrom across. Kick save. Carlson gets it for the moment. It'll be a shot attempt. Not much of a shot there, just a misplaced pass. Grundstrom hits into the boards. Hits the Charlie in the boards. And Philly's going to get it back in their own defensive zone. Drysdale loses the handle on that. Back in the attack is over Pittsburgh. Dumps it underneath. It goes for Koivunen. Koivunen. Backhand pass to Carlson. Carlson. Wrapping around left to right. Underneath. It's Kindle on that one now. Yeah, we're serious sense for the Ravens. Yep. Yeah, Joe Jones more kick returner. Yeah. Though Steve Smith was good with the Ravens. I will say, Smith was good with the Ravens. Bolden was good with the Ravens, too. Best linebacker of all time? LT. If we're counting LT as a linebacker, yeah. If it's even not... Ray Lewis is great, but Dick Buckus is above him. Ray Onos goes in with the Ravens next. Yep. That would change a lot. Back up top of the point it goes. Carlson. Carlson. Now on the right circle, trying to get around Grundstrom. And Grundstrom gets the steal, but delayed penalty coming up. So, Penn's on the power play for the 5th time. 5-1 in the penalties. And Grundstrom goes into the sin bin. For hooking. First half of that game was nuts. Sports stuff. First half of the game was nuts. Alright, so in terms of World Baseball Classic, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take it to the end of this game. If the USA is dominant, we'll just do an early OT and we'll have World Baseball Classic on in the background. If not, we will go to World Baseball Classic. So, if USA's up by a lot, we just won't do it. Yeah, high sticking for Grundstrom is the call. USA's up by a lot, we'll go there. Yeah, high sticking. Yep, high sticking on that one. Best friend members have drafted? Jamal Lewis. That's easy. Jamal Lewis. Left side here, the left circle, Novak. No, Ray Rice? No, Jamal Lewis. It's not even close. To the high slot, shot, blocked. Dvorak. Ray Rice was good, but it's not even close. It's Jamal Lewis. Back up top of the point for Letang. Letang holding the play, feeds it to the left circle. Back to Letang. The left circle again. Hit into the boards there by York, wrapping around left to right. At the right circle. Gives it off there to Koivunen. Up top of the point, it goes for Letang. Letang across on the left side. The blue line for Novak. Novak. The left circle looking to give it off. Fakes the give off, but poked away by York. York gets a stick on that one. Can the Flyers clear it to Dvorak? Cannot, but it's switches the boards on the right side. Oh, there you go, now, Johnson. You're totally fine. That's on me. That's on me. You're totally fine. You're totally fine. Again, I don't think USA Great Britain's going to be a good game, so you're okay. It's not like it's suspended. Fact. Can't make contact with an official. Yeah, that's you justified with 2K season. Shot from the point. Saved. You don't have to apologize, John. This is a good game. Believe me, this is a way better game than USA Great Britain's going to be. It's a way better game. You're totally fine. You and I making the tournament? Yeah, 2015 run was what? 2016 was nuts. Well, that was 2016. But yeah, the half-court heave, and then the choke against A&M. Yeah, 2016. That was insane. You can justify Lewis with great peak, 2,000-yard season. He's got close to 10,000 yards. Face off here, won by Pittsburgh. 50 seconds left in the power play. From the right circle it goes. Rust. Back up top. Carlson. Keeps him from the blue line. Back to Carlson at the point on the right side. Now the center. Across to the right circle. Some separation here. The low slot on the right side. Bit behind on the pass. Chases down his Ristolainen. And Ristolainen hits into the boards. Hits Raquel into the boards. Poor stick work there by Raquel. Flyers look to clear. It's wedged up still with 28 seconds on the power play. Yeah, that was 16. Yep, I was a freshman in college. Obviously, foul and several team. We might do that. That's not a bad idea. We'll see. Let's get the graphics for that, though. From the left circle. It's like the Jim Harbaugh college wrestler. Yep. It's way less likable. Feeds a high slot. Saved. Raquel. Kicked away with 7. The penalty kills him very sharp. That's the Pittsburgh team that's really on the power play this season. Nothing there. Shot. Wide. Back to full strength. 4th straight penalty killed. The load album? Yes, we're to the load album. Yep. We're at the load yet. Yep, we're on the, we just finished 2x4. Into the boards. Staying with Pittsburgh without the high slot. Carlson to the right side. Can't keep it in the attacking zone, so have to reset their lines here with Gerard. Line change here for both sides. Down the left side it goes into the boards there by York. Is Lizotte. York trying to wrap it around to the right circle. Hard hit there by the Flyers on the right circle. So trying to poke it out, and they do. Now here comes Philly. Not many chances this period, just 3, but a chance here as they wrap it around left to right. Trying to keep it in the attacking zone for the moment. Hit into the boards there is Tippett. Tippett trying to work on Lizotte, but can't do so. Pittsburgh gets it back pretty easily. They got numbers here, 3-on-2 down the right side. Holding the play now. Dewar. So it goes out with 3:45. Here come the ice scrapers. 3:45 to go. House Jack, Bill, and King. Nothing coming next. All right. Last time Canada World Cup, it's been a while. ESPN just sent me an alert about Jacksonville State fan. Yes, in the UTEP game. Oh, yeah, fan. I don't even know how they get access to a chair, but yeah. Yeah, security was asleep at the wheel on that one. USA Great Britain. After this game is done, we'll see. We will see on that. We should be able to do it. Have all the graphics loaded up. We should be able to do it. It's one of those where if USA is up like 4-0 after the first, we'll just be like, screw it. Otherwise, we'll just go delayed coverage of that. And that's fine. If this game was a bloodbath, I would have hided it to World Baseball Classic, but no reason to do it here. And expansion of each of the big 5 leagues. Where to put them? Well, NHL, I'm putting Arizona. And MLS, I'm going Arizona. Why? Because I live in Arizona. Going Phoenix. NFL, where would I go? Oh, God. First, are you serious? Seriously, Scooball? They went over the yellow line. Are you serious, Scooball? First pitch swinging. It's a double for Great Britain. I thought it was a home run, too. I went over the yellow line. If that went over the yellow, that's a home run. What division? Pacific for that. MLS go Western Conference. And that went over the yellow line. That's a home run. Yeah, that hit the fence. Yeah, that's a home run. So we'll start hard to be avoid trades to the Dodgers. It's the second straight game USA's allowed a leadoff home run. Yeah, that's gone. Man. Skibble might be washed now. He's not washed. But, whew. Man, Skibble's got the audacity to be like, yeah, I'll show up for one game and then leave. First pitch, he allows a home run. Yeah, NBA will go... Ooh. Well, NFL, we're going to go St. Louis. MLB, let's go Nashville. And NBA, let's go Kansas City. I think they have the facilities and the arenas to do it. Yeah, Browns are getting moved. No chance Brown gets moved at this point. Pats weren't going to do it? No, it's not going to happen. 3:30 to go. Ristolainen gives himself on the right side. You know what is the only way for a game? What division? I don't Pacific. Oh, wait, no. NBA, I'm not sure. Divisions mean nothing there. MLB, Nashville. Let's go NL East. Give the rivalry with Atlanta. And NFL, St. Louis. Now let's put them in the West. Why not? Oh, I'm not counting Seattle and Vegas. I'm assuming they're foregone conclusions. I'm assuming Seattle and Vegas are foregone conclusions. If not, then Seattle. Put them in the Pacific. Or put them in the Northwest, I should say. Flyers. York. At the point on the left side. Wraps around left to right. Underneath it goes for Cates. Cates wedged up by Raquel. Cates back up top on the right side. Back to York. I'm assuming Seattle and Vegas are foregone conclusions. And then shot there from the point on the right side. Save with 240. Not off to a great start. No, not off to a great start at all. That's turns for the Dodgers. Yep. .240 to go in the third. Patriots are in their offer now. Eagles should have taken the first and third. They should have. It's a good trade. Good trade offer. Okay, Chisholm strikes out. Yeah, they weren't doing World Baseball Classic for this rate. 2:40 to go. Face up on the right side here in the attacking zone for the Flyers. Yeah, I'm not anxious. No, I'm not anxious at all. Hockey was enough for me. Shea, wedged up in the boards. Gets it off. Pittsburgh trying to take it down on the left side. Gets it across center ice. Too much on that pass. And we'll go behind for ice with 2:24. Well, it's not really the UK. Bahamas count. Bahamas don't have a team. They're technically under Great Britain for this. Yeah, St. Louis and the Hawks, yeah. Let's get back through Pittsburgh. Yeah, so a lot of these players are Bahamas. Like Chisholm was Bahamas. So Jeff Nelson, oh man. Beat you to the punch. Beat you to the punch. Yeah, 2:24 here. Ref's talking something over right now. Right, we're assuming Seattle and Vegas are shoo-ins, yeah. Pittsburgh in the East. And most Phoenix in the West, yeah. Like, I want Phoenix Rising. Brazil has as many Japanese players in Japan as it looked like, yeah. It did. A lot of players of Japanese Brazilian descent. So face off here. This time Pittsburgh wins it. They dump it down. Ristolainen gives it off on the left side. Trying to keep it across the blue line. Can't do so. We'll go behind. Villar gives it off. 2 outs now for Great Britain. Wrapping around right to left. Trying to hit Dvorak. He goes into the boards there by Clifton. Pittsburgh gets it back on the left side. Look to go down Raquel. His pass. Get in front of that one is Barkey. Barkey looks to go blue line to blue line. Pittsburgh gets a stick out in front for the moment. Russ can he get there? He cannot. And now Philly take it down the left side. Into the boards, Michkov hit into the boards there by Carlson. Carlson gives it off on the right side. Across the blue line now, across center ice it goes. For Rust. Rust holding the play left side, wrapping around left to right. Or trying to, at least. Drysdale got a stick on that one. Blocks the wraparound. Philly gets it back in their defensive zone. Cates. He'll take it down. His Skubal gets a ground ball to short. 6-3 on the out. Okay, no, Minshew was good this game, yeah. Yeah, Minshew was very good. Yeah, Michael Leach, yeah, way too young on that one. Yeah, that was 6 years ago, yeah. Trend toward free hockey. Looks like that. 1:10 to go. On the right side, Mantha. Trying to give it off to Wotherspoon. Can't do it. Back to Philly. Ristolainen gives it off on the left side into the boards. Now they'll take it down. Zegras holds at the right circle. Up low, now goes back to the point. But that's a bad pass. Drysdale was caught napping on that one. Offside. So it went over the blue line. Yeah, switch outs afterwards, yep. There's still plenty of time in the Great Britain game. Still plenty of time. 52 to go. In the third here. That was a good idea by Zegras, but Drysdale's got to come up for that one. Yeah, peak at just right time to come up phenomenon. Yep. This was around the peak of Minshew Mania. The Denver game is going to be insane. The Denver game, after this, you're going to see some insane things. Minshew's going to put on a magic act the second half of that game. You're going to see why I love the guy so much. And why everyone loved Minshew. Because the second half of that game was, man. Lizotte wraps around left to right, back to the point it goes. Now wrapping around right to left. Underneath it goes for Lizotte. Lizotte hit into the boards there. Hit by York. Gets it low slot. Tries to wrap around shot. That one easy save. Goes back up top now for Pittsburgh. Letang feeds it down low on the left side. Back up top. Good find there. From the point. Shot. Redirect. Saved. Might have been blocked. And Philly clears for the moment. 20 to go in the period. It will go behind for icing with 18.6. Yeah, let's go to OT. Yep. And no goals this period. Nope. Yeah, bottom one in that one. 1-0 off the leadoff by Eden. 18 to go. Faced off here. Won by Philly. Look to clear on the left side. They dump it down with 12 seconds. No icing. Getting there for the Pens is Achari. Achari holds it underneath his own net. 8 to go. Gives off on the left side to Letang. Letang last chance. 5-4. Tries a shot from center ice. Well wide. And we will go to overtime. We'll play some free hockey. Free hockey here. And a Flyers loss. Yep. Despite the Flyers only have 14 shots, under 5 per period, they will get a point out of this one. Ravens get Harry must have been like second Christmas. Oh, you're not kidding there. For God's sakes, no shootout. Yeah, Schwarber, grounder to second, diving play, 4-3 on the out. So Schwarber out first. Again, no OT after this game. We're going to go straight to the USA Great Britain game. There's no OT in between the periods. It's not like Olympic hockey. It's a shortened intermission. So, yeah, I'm going to switch over after this. Yep, switching over after this. I'll make that stream public and switch over after this is done. I've not made it public yet, which is good. Yeah, 1-0 UK. Yep. Leadoff homer by Eden. The first pitch for Scooball. Yeah, Duke by a lot. Yeah. Again, UNC is a different team without Wilson. UNC is a team that, if they get a 5, that's a sexy pick for 5-12 upset. Yeah, shot this one still gone? Yep. Me too. I'm a bit surprised just because the Flyers have done nothing today offensively for the most part. But that is a sexy pick. For 5-12 upset. With the right matchup, if let's say it's an Akron, if Akron gets the 12, or High Point gets the 12 against UNC, that is a sexy pick. Without Wilson, that's a whole different team. Yep, shortness, it should be in the playoff. No, the playoffs, it shouldn't be shortened. Because you're playing the full 5-on-5 for 20 minutes. The 5-minute 3-on-3, I'm fine shorting it. High Point win? Yes, they beat Asheville. Winthrop also won. So High Point, Winthrop in the final. The extended mission, I do not like that. I don't like it too when it's extended mission and there's a goal score like 30 seconds in. And then we see have him live. Wow, the OT losses. You guys gonna win? I hope so. All right, here we go. 3-on-3. 53% on the Pens to win this one. 3-on-3 for 5. We're still tied. We go shootout. Flyers taking it across center ice on the left side. Tip it. Holden play now goes to the left side for Dvorak. Dvorak back in the defensive zone. Gives off to Sanheim. Sanheim looks for Tippett. Loses the handle on that. It will go behind. And Pittsburgh gets possession. Karlsson in his defensive zone. Jordan's got mossed? Yes, he did. Yeah, this was the last game for him. So he left with an injury, I believe, in this one. Karlsson from the right circle goes up top of the point. Off a change here. Letang. Backhanded pass to the right circle. Keeps it in front. Novak gets behind. Backhanded shot. Poked away by Sanheim. And then into the boards. Novak. Hard hit there. And that is Zegras. We'll give it off for the blue line on the left side. From the high slot. Feeds to Zegras. The left circle. Fires a pass across. And he was in on net. But a good poke away there. By Kindle. Winner of this game against Rannis of the Hypo game? Yes. Winner of that game is in. They're in the field. A great feed there. Or a good idea there. Poked away by Kindle. Zegras. Wait, did that go off Drysdale's skate? Hang on a second. Wait. Oh, no. That was gate. No, that was not poked away. Drysdale actually went off his skate. He was in. Zegras, it was a phenomenal feed. Drysdale was in. It went off his skate. He couldn't get a good handle on it. Drysdale missed what would have been an empty net. That was not cleared away at all. Dvorak bumping Drysdale on the ice right now. At least you have ties after 12 innings. Nah, I don't like ties for that. No, ties in baseball, no. Dvorak taking the faceoff here for the Flyers on the left side. Goes up top of the point. Drysdale. At the point, gives it off to the left side. It's Bump. He's got 1 goal today in his debut. Bump will hold the play now at center ice. He'll take himself down the left side. So Flyers like a line changer. Bump trying to take everyone on. Poked away by Lizotte. Gets it back into the boards. Lizotte trying to win that one back. And he will. Lizotte gets there. Will feed it down on the right side. Center ice for Kindle. Kindle. Back to Lizotte on the right circle. Lizotte will hold the play. Go back to the right circle. Backhanded shot. That one's saved for the moment. Behind it goes for Lizotte. Lizotte will give it off on the left side of the blue line. Letang. So Lizotte comes off. Kept doing home someone wins. No chance of that one. Raquel. Backhander. Near post. Saved. Great save there by Vladar. Going backhand on the near post. 2 minutes gone the OT. Still nothing. Dvorak. Into the boards. Loses the handle. Rust gets it back as a line change between Rust backhanded pass from right to left. Feeds it to center ice as it goes for Chinikov. Chinikov gives it off. Looking for Rust. Rust gets on the left side. Goes behind. York outmuscles him. York gets there. He'll feed off the boards on the right side. Again, there for the Pens is Karlsson. Karlsson gives it off to Rust. Rust trying to feed it back to Karlsson behind the net. But Zegras gets there first for the moment. Zegras looking to clear on the right side and does as he gives it off to York. York trying to get a stick on that one. He cannot. Now he does get a stick on that one, but it falls right back for Karlsson. Back to the high slot. It goes. Fires a shot. Save. Glove save there by Vladar. Off the deflection. It falls for him. And they're going to get a penalty on Philly. The 7th penalty of the game on the Flyers. Let's see the replay on that. I didn't see anything there. No issues. Sign sports makes sense. Is this ice basketball, ice football? Yeah, can you imagine that? Ice football does exist. Ice football exists. Oh, yeah, there it is. Nope, there it is. He stuck his stick out. Yep. Now, that's actually the right call. He stuck his stick out on Karlsson. Tripped him up. He stuck his stick out. Tripped Karlsson. You want to win the top of second. Interference on Vladar, so Pittsburgh's going to have a 4-on-3. Again, Philly's been good on the penalty kills so far this game. Right, there are ties in Japan. But there are ties in the championship round, which is insane. That there are ties in the World Series is nuts to me. That should not be a thing. I never get why that's a thing. Like, you can tie in the playoffs in Japan. That's insanity. 2:09 here If Johnson grounds out, so 5 straight outs by Skubal. So if the stoppage here, 209. And they get interference on that when he tripped him up. We got 100 in the chat right now. Game goes 40 innings. You know, playoff game's a playoff game. Who won? We're still going on. All tied up. We're in OT right now. 4-3. Power play here. Flyers win the faceoff. They'll clear, or try to at least. And they do down the right side. Now Skubal's cooking. In the offensive zone, taking it down here for the Pens is Carlson. Carlson goes left side for Chinakhov. Chinakhov across the attacking zone. Chinakhov. His pass 6 to the flex of the 6 with Sanheim. Back to Pittsburgh on the right circle. Hands to the boards there. Hit there. Rust. Fires a shot. High slot saved. Deflected away on the shot from the high slot. It was Carlson on that one. Now taking it down here on the left side of the attacking zone is Raquel. Raquel gives it underneath to Chinakhov. Chinakhov on the right circle gives it to Rust. Rust has Carlson at the point. Will feed at the point. At the blue line. Now left side, Rust. Rust down low into the low slot. That one saved. Looking for Raquel on the redirect. Can't do it. Philly can't clear though. Fires across left to right. Right idea by Chinakhov, but gliding to get in front of that one for Philly, but still stay with him. Shot, redirect, saved. Chinakhov goes wide. I don't want to play until 6 a.m. Yeah. Maybe for baseball, that's why we have the Ghost Runner for regular season. In the pre-light days we did, yes. Pre-light days we did. That was due to money and constraints and whatnot. Up top it goes now. Now with betting too, you're never going to get pushes for baseball. You're never going to get pushes. Carlson, hold and play the left circle. Feeds it underneath on the left side. It's Raquel. Back to Carlson. Carlson at the point. 30 left in OT. From the right circle. Looking for some space. Back. Up top to Carlson. To the left circle it goes. Tries to go left to right on the pass. Raquel. No one there. Back to Pittsburgh on the right circle. Pass there blocked by Cates. And Cates will clear his lines. Will kill another power play. At least we go on the penalty kill. Outside the opening goal. 7 seconds left in the OT period. Take it down the left side here. Last chance. Kindle can't get it across into the slot on the pass from the left side. And we go to a shootout. We will go to a shootout. All knotted up at 3. Right, extras don't really last that long anymore. Yeah, you never see extras go past 11 or 12 at this point. You have 20 in LA and Oklahoma City for softball and for rafting. I'll put a poll of who wins again. After this, we're going to do World Baseball Classic. It's going to redirect you automatically to that stream when the time comes. Penalty kill, yep. Penalty kill was great. Death Texas Flyers lost in a shootout. The shootout score is going to be replacing the shots column. So if you want to know how everyone's doing the shootout, your shootout thing is there replacing shots. So we go to a shootout in the Keystone Battle. They got 100 people here. Again, pretty sure I got a student. We do have emojis in the chat. Shirts before everyone teams if you remember. If you like what you see, that like button, subscribe. You picked a good one, Hundo Jack, Johnster. This is one of the best Hundo Jacks we got in. I mean, we got the Hundo Jack for Stadium Series. It's a good... No, that's not the first shootout. The Stadium Series went shootout. Stadium Series was a shootout with Bruins and the Lightning. Philly 6-3 in shootouts. Pittsburgh 1-8 this season. Yeah, Pittsburgh is not good in shootouts. Pittsburgh will start first. So we Mantha taking this one. Mantha 0 for 1 in shootouts thus far. Second leading scorer on the team. Goes to the right circle. Now the low slot fires a shot and was trying to go 5-hole on Vladar. An easy save there. Easy save for Vladar. It's the second time we've done it. Kick save. Not sure we're trying to go 5-hole now, but a kick save there on the right post. Now first chance here for the Flyers. Smichkov. He'll start on the right side. Into the right circle to the high slot now. Taking his time. Now fires a shot. Not a lot of power on that one. Trying to go far post on the left side, but kick save. Easy save there. Not a lot of power now. Might have gone underneath it. So there's not a lot of velocity on that one. Mateo is the worst coach getting defensive? Probably. Yes, I would say so. Yeah, I don't think MLB season is going to pause for the Olympics. I don't think so. All right, Pittsburgh. Their second chance on the shootout. Fires a shot. Right side saved. Raquel denied. Yourself saved. Yep. Nice catch. Yep. So trying to combine 2 words into one. Zegras. He'll start on the right side. He's 5 for 8 on shootouts. Take his time to get across the blue line. Now we'll go fast from the high slot. Takes his time. Fires a shot on the left side in. Goes high post on the left side. Flyers up 1-0 in the shootout. Zegras 6 for 9 in shootouts this season. And it goes opposite glove side. High post. Last chance for Pittsburgh. Chinikov starting this time on the left side. He'll fire a shot. That'll kick save. Vladar goes 3 for 3 on saves, and the Flyers take it 4-3. Pittsburgh drops to 1-8 in shootouts this season. Philly goes to 7-3 in shootouts. Vladar, a perfect 3 for 3. How about Philly? The resilience. Only on the power play 1 sole game. Had to kill a penalty most of the game. Smith right field at the track. Oh my God, are you serious? Oh my God. Holy crap. Thompson. Oh my God. 0 for 1 penalty shots. Yeah, go figure. Thompson with a home run robbery out in right for Great Britain to keep the game at 1-0 in favor of the Brits. What a play there by Thompson. But 4-3 your final. Again, it's going to redirect everyone to the World Baseball Classic stream. So appreciate all you guys a ton. JJ sign off. I will see you guys in literally 30 seconds. Take care. See you guys soon.